All right, test, test, test.
Whoa.
As far as I can tell, my microphone's actually working this time. So, hey
Yes.
everyone, welcome back to the next episode of The Great Poison.
Yes.
It has been, unfortunately, quite a long time since our last Great Poison session. Actually, it's been honestly a long time since any D&D session from this channel. Which kind of leads into announcements here. A little bit of sad news for those who unfortunately are not aware, but unfortunately, due to reasons that I will not be getting into, the original campaign that I've been doing, Song of the Wilds, has unfortunately been discontinued. Um, Again, I am not going to go into big details about this, but just know that regretfully I had to shut it down due to various reasons and such. However, that being said, though, the Great Poison is still going to continue onwards. And while this is going on, I am already working on my second completely original homebrew campaign. Still going to be quite a long time, but until it's ready. And it is my hopes that once I do this one, it's going to be with a completely different cast than what I've done in the last couple campaigns. Though people who I've played with before will still be welcome to have little guest appearances spotted here and there. A little bit more on the good news. Carly and I are all moved into a new apartment.
Yay! It's a lot bigger than our OG one was, and a lot better.
And we actually have warmth.
Yes, which is important for living in Chicago.
Yeah, I think.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you first this time.
Is Steven coming?
He messaged. He posted in the sessions channel. Unfortunately, he's unable to make it this time. But we do have everyone else here. It looks like, and
Sabrina's on her way home.
Sabrina is on her way, so we'll still have 6 out of 7 people here.
Yay.
Now that being said, though, does anyone else have any announcements before we get started?
I'm gonna do
got a job.
Bitch, you beat me.
You were saying you were gonna do it, but I got a job. Start Monday.
Yeah.
Woo!
Heck yeah.
It's so close.
Evan has a announcement just like that.
Nice.
I too have a new job.
Nice.
Starting
Awesome.
also on Monday.
And he's gonna be working with me.
Nice.
Shit.
That's awesome.
I mean, yay.
I still have my old job.
I had 3 job
Carly's
offers.
coming out.
I had 3 job offers, and then I sadly denied all of them. And one of them, I would have been living in the same city as our DM over there.
Aw.
Sneak attack.
Add your 66.
Add your D6 of damage. Maybe that will help.
Does anyone else have any other announcements?
Oh, I got to join one of the things that I had a goal this year for joining a Genshin cosplaying group, and I actually got in as D-Luke. I'm really happy.
Very good as D-Luke.
Except they all keep telling me I need to go to bed.
What are you talking about?
Bed.
Oh, I became the head mod, and I've been building the Discord and everything, and they're like, D-Luke, you need to stop. And I'm like, no, it needs to be perfect.
It's my vision.
It's my vision.
This channel too fat. This channel too tall. This channel too symmetrical. I will give advantage to whoever can guess that reference.
Dragon Ball Z?
No.
I was gonna
Team
guess
4-star?
No.
Oh.
It's not in a bridge.
It's not in a bridge? Oh.
Then I have no idea.
Is it
Totally missed it.
Is it an? No, it's not an anime. It sound the way you made it sound like was freaking Sonic the Hedgehog.
Is
He sounded
Sonic
like
Boom?
Eggman.
No,
Oh, then I don't know.
it's from the very first BioShock.
Oh, I never watched. Oh shit! I watched it like when it came out, like 10 years ago.
I've
Maybe?
never seen that.
When did
No
when did the
idea.
first BioShock came out?
I don't know. We're all freaking old, man.
Mhm.
BioShock.
Not that old. They're older than we are.
That's
We're the young
fair.
ones.
BioShock came out August
Oh.
21st, 2007.
Oh, we gotta update the hair, so I want to turn on my camera for a second. So I'm
We're
no
the
longer
young-
blonde, y'all. I'm orange.
So pretty.
Oh, my background's blurred. Oh, sweet. I can just sit here like this. I forgot my background's all blurred. You guys can't see
Yeah.
Ani when she runs by.
A naked kid.
No,
I'm
she's
sure it'll
actually
focus on her sooner or later.
Oh, I mean, I would like to see. I would like to see my niece, but that's okay.
Auntie Carly's on the phone.
Hi,
She says hello.
hi, Yanni.
Hello. I'm
The
watching
hello
Little
sounded
Mermaid.
like a FNAF hello from the room.
Hi.
She's excited to see you guys again this July. She keeps asking about
excited.
Carly, and it's really cute. She's like, "Is Carly on the phone?" No. Okay.
Is
And
that-
then
is that
walks away.
Is that the date for it? July?
Yeah, it's
July 16th, that's the wedding.
16th, and you're
Okay.
invited, Liam.
Okay.
I
Obviously.
need to-
Right.
Only
I-
because, she brought it up in this call and I can't refuse now.
Like,
I want all of my D&D friends there.
I shall be rainbow again for the wedding.
Yes.
I figured
I
that
need to tell
shall
HR
be a tradition.
about that so I can get the time off.
By the way,
yep,
Liam,
excuse
aren't you working on something as well?
I am,
right?
in fact,
Ooh, what you working on? What
I-
you working on? I already
I
know what
am
it is. but I'm trying to
currently
hype it
working
up.
on my first ever GM'd or DM'd, whichever one you prefer, campaign. I'm calling it This Our Blessed Daemon Machina. We have a couple people who are already signed up for it and have their characters established.
Nice.
Ooh.
Brittany,
What?
I'm playing the love of your life. Astrid.
Yes! the
Meanwhile,
one ship I wanted all throughout Demi Hero that I did not fucking get.
Yeah, aren't
Which
you all
one?
like using your demi-hero characters for this or something?
I'm
No,
not.
I'm using my archivist.
Okay.
Why
And I-
am I?
Wait,
The
you're part.
one
Wait,
ship.
Brittany, you're part of Liam's campaign as well.
No, I'm not part
No.
of his campaign.
Oh, okay.
I thought he was talking about this. Hold on, I need a.
Nope. He talked
I
about
need a
his campaign.
Yeah,
I had a job
Carly,
interview.
for Liam's campaign, Carly's bringing in her demi hero. I'm bringing Daston.
It's only because
Okay.
Josh is bringing in Benedict, and I was like, I feel like I have to.
Yeah,
Nobody
it's
told me that
because
I
of that
would
I'm
steal my
bringing in
name.
Daston because I didn't want to bring in too many demi heroes.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Also, it's good that we have someone who's not a complete asshole.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Because
She
if
gets
you all,
better.
if you
Does
all,
he?
if you all were assholes, that would be such a problem for my campaign.
She gets better. She has a reason.
Does he? Does she?
well,
Or does
who's
she
Leah
get a better
playing? Is
poker face?
Has she made a decision yet? I know I should know this
No.
since I'm the GM, but
But
you know.
if she plays Annika, she's gonna be baby.
She's not. She's playing Visera.
Oh, then yeah, we do have like all assholes and Daston.
All right. Well, I'm currently working on asking somebody else and maybe her boyfriend if they want to join in. So we'll
You don't
see.
want me?
You were always open to come in if you wanted, but you never said anything.
Yeah.
I could bring in Cherry Lou.
Bring in Demi.
No, Demi's in another campaign.
Damn it.
She's in
dun, dun.
Hell Boss.
Oh, you're
Bring in
you're,
the
wait, you're in
OG Cherry
Hellboss?
Lou.
Yeah, I'm in Hell Boss. I'm Demetrius in there.
Nice. I'm playing.
And-
I'm basically playing Delilah, but I gave her a different name.
And I'm Kiss.
who I'm gunning to get with.
Which,
and we
funny
are
we're all
Kiss.
bringing this up. I actually have a campaign, and that's called Luani. And all of the Luani original characters from the RP are more than welcome to become guests on the campaign.
I was about to be like, bitch, you didn't invite me.
And
So far, they kidnapped Saphira and shot Kingle.
I play in another campaign. I don't host any.
and
I'm
Gene Simmons.
I'd like to be involved because I miss Scarlet. I miss
Send
the
me her
lesbian.
details, and then
You're-
we'll get her side quest going.
You
I'll
already
see if
know
I can. I'll
her
see if I can try to
details.
make a character sheet for who is basically my turtle Rick Sanchez.
I need her character sheet, her D&D character sheet, so I
Oh.
can put her in as a assigned character from
Is
DM.
Luani coming back? Should I rejoin?
Excuse me. That was not an answer. Oh no, it blurs. It blurs her out. No, not right now.
But if
I will never
Um,
know.
Luani is currently in production. I am rewriting the storyline. I've taken away the Ayu, and I'm pretty much putting in place a new season 5. And that season 5 is open to whoever.
Can I join?
Yeah, it should be an open Discord.
Can
It's
somebody send me the
not.
link?
I got you.
I
I got
got
you
you.
covered, girl.
That bitch.
You're losing out on everything tonight.
I know. I'm like, I got it, and then
Gotta be
everybody's like,
quicker.
I know. Gotta be fast.
Gotta be quicker than that.
yeah, I mean it's an open invitation. I mean I should probably max out at around 7.
Oh,
people
I
anyway,
can't
but-
send an invite. I'm not high enough authority.
But
Hi, friends.
If I put my hand in the blur, I can flip you off.
if you want to join, you can. Honestly, so
It depends on days.
yeah. I mean, it would probably be Sunday, since obviously we don't really have something going on there anymore. But I don't know.
Mm.
Well,
Carly's making a
whatever the
noise.
day may be, Leon, I'm assuming there's still a lot of planning that has to happen
Yeah, there's
first
planning and
before
stuff.
we even have a session 0, right?
Right.
Yeah, so
Which is why Tuesdays are no longer blocked in for me with our
I mean,
scheduling.
I want to get it started around late March, early April, which I know is kind
Yeah.
of soon, but
well, the fact remains, Liam, you got plenty of time to like fine tune this thing, and we're all gonna be
Yeah.
super excited.
Yeah.
Anywho, anyone have any
Oh.
other announcements?
Not really an announcement for the announcement's sake, but I will need to. My schedule's gonna mess with my D&D schedule, so that's gonna be a big change.
There is a cat.
He's sitting in it in the drawer.
So, time may show up, time may not show up, depending on his scheduling.
Yeah, because I work 2, 2, 3, 2, 2, 4, 2, 2, 3, and it shifts between days and nights, so it's rotating 12s.
That is totally fine. This is why I
So-
created the whole teleporter mechanic in my campaign.
Let's stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's play some D&D.
All right.
Or do we want to stall a little bit more for Sabrina?
That's what I thought we were doing, was stalling.
We
So
can,
I'm like-
we can stall just a little bit longer. I just DM'd her just to double check with
check?
her to see if there was any more updates. on her
Everybody's so
ETA.
excited for Evan to start work on Monday. They kept on asking me about that. They were like, "Is Evan starting on Monday?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah, he is."
Oh, I is with 10 adopted children. I is a mother
Aw.
of more kids.
here's an announcement
My
for
oldest
you guys.
is 20.
I'm using my new dice tonight.
Ooh. What
Those
kind
look
of dice
awesome.
are those?
They're steel. They're steel. But they're like red and blue, which I think are cool.
Could you
Nice.
Yeah.
possibly take someone out with that?
Yes,
Possibly.
technically.
I took out one of my own balls with my
I was about to
D20.
say I'm gonna try to avoid hitting my own balls with it, but you know.
Uh-huh.
I don't
like what
understand the
Evan-
ninja.
No, it's because Evan did that once during a stream, and it was really funny.
I was wearing lounge pants with like no real like with like they weren't like denim pants, they were soft lounge pants, and my solid brass D20 slipped out of my hand and nailed me direct hit right in one of my balls.
It
Ow!
landed a critical strike.
Ah, memories.
You know, and speaking of memories, Liam, I gotta ask you this. Do you remember, because I cannot remember what was happening in that session, but what were we talking about? This is a long shot, so it's okay if you don't remember like the original context. But we were talking about something in Song of the Wilds, and you suddenly brought up like some moment from the Eric Andre show where you mentioned like, oh yeah, we gave some LSD to some girl and then we would lock arms
Oh
around
my
her and just go,
God.
nightmare, nightmare,
Yeah.
nightmare, nightmare.
It's
wa-
so bad.
It's very offensive, unfortunately.
It's so
but
bad.
because it's Eric Andre, it's kind of okay because that's kind of the point. But yeah, I can't remember the context of it, but yeah, there's a bit where he talks about how he gave him a mentally handicapped girl LSD.
It's so
And
bad.
they basically made her have a nightmare. It's
Nightmare,
really
nightmare,
bad.
Because just
Nightmare.
because just the image of him just like pumping his arms, just like nightmare, nightmare, nightmare. Just-
Yeah.
I hate it, but I also kind of love it.
Well, the fact that, you know, it's deliberate to make the celebrities uncomfortable that he has on is probably what makes it funny.
Yeah.
Well.
It's like, hey, remember when you were a shitty person? Let's give you some more shitty memories.
Oh, my own head does that. I don't need a talk show host to do that for me.
Oh man. Oh man.
Oh,
man.
They're not always memories.
Constant thoughts.
Also, I still don't entirely know what your classes are. Like, I know that you're a warlock and Evan and that Josh is a warlock, but I don't. Carly,
Okay.
what are you?
I'm gonna be a bard.
Okay.
Okay,
I was
so
gonna say probably a bard.
so Estrid is gonna be like a full bard.
Mhm.
Josh's character Benedict is like
It's
four,
like one. Yeah.
1 level in warlock, 4 levels in bard.
Okay.
And Dastin has 2 levels in warlock and 3 levels in cleric.
Cleric.
He's
You're
specifically
probably gonna need a cleric.
yeah, he's specifically
Gonna be hot.
By the way, I watched clips of Laura Bailey as Jester today. It's so funny, honestly.
That's my favorite of her characters.
It's so funny too to see her, and I know that's the point of D&D is to play a variety of different kinds of characters, but it is so funny to see her go to Jester from playing Vex. You know, Vex who's just this, you know, I don't know how to describe it, but for her to go to Jester who's like the perpetual fuck up, which is really funny.
she's a little troll.
She's a cleric.
She's an actor.
I'm a cleric.
Brittany, can you make me captain again of the Siren crew?
How dare you, as a captain, leave, you jerk.
Look, I thought it was over.
You're like, I thought it was over.
Already ended. I don't need it anymore.
It's never over.
Carly, it's not like
Never
Pokemon.
is over.
Carly, it's not like Pokemon where you can just catch a Ditto and then just assume that you've caught every Pokemon.
Yeah.
I did catch every
Technically, you did catch every
Pokemon.
No, you
Pokemon.
did it!
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you
This is
throw it out.
stalling.
There you go. It's that Pokemon, and then it's that Pokemon.
I
and
did
then
catch.
It's that
Oh
Pokemon.
God!
Just because the Pokedex
Oh my
refuses
God.
to accept that that's all of the Pokemon.
That was way more violent than I expected it to be.
Way more
Right, but
violent
she's
than
on
what
a
she
bed.
did.
Yeah, no. I get it. It looked worse than it probably was.
Way more violent than what
Because
she
Evan's
did.
back just took up the whole camera. Oh my
We're
God!
gonna have-
I almost hit my balls with this thing. That almost just happened.
We all warned you, and you almost got it.
I wasn't even rolling it. What happened was it just like started to slip off the table.
I'm still working on the blanket that we
She only
started
works on
in
it.
session 1.
She only works on it during campaign.
Oh, well, that's why it's been
I'm
like
probably
a
going to be
month.
working on my campaign while we're doing this, to be honest. But
While we're
a full,
stalling.
I have a full first session plotted out at least. So
Sweet.
Let me tell y'all.
depending on how much you guys derail the session, which it's perfectly fine. I know that's part of the game. So
You want to talk about derailing? Let's talk
Always
for
gotta
the
break a
simple
character.
fact that my first session DMing Luani got completely derailed.
Oh no.
So hard. So I had it all scaled out. I was like, oh, here's the different options. But what I didn't account for was each of my players just clicking and syncing with each other and being like, oh, we're stealing Saphira. Like, she obviously needs to get out of here. Okay, yep, we're doing that. And then I don't know how they did it, all like with disadvantages and stuff, still was able to like cast magic under the king's nose, glue people to the floor, and it was crazy. I was like, I don't know how you did that with no one noticing. And they got out. They got out, and I was like, okay, so I'm gonna roll a d20 to see what happens to your wagon, because you guys are like pushing it, right? Like you're trying to get down to the docks to get to your ship, so you're pushing these horses. And I was like, oh, your wagon wheel is like cracked, and you guys can feel it, and the carriage is shaking, and it's like throwing you all off. And all of them, 3 of them go, oh, I have mending. Can we mend that? I gave
Nope.
up. I gave up so hard.
I can
D&D.
already imagine a couple of ways that you guys are going to circumvent some of my ideas in the first session. Honestly,
Well, I can tell you this right now. Dastin being like the naive seeker of all knowledge, like you
I mean that's good.
You lay out the faintest of plot hooks to him, and he will just gun for it.
Yeah. Well, I mean it's good. It's good that we're gonna have a character like that, because otherwise, probably all of my ideas would just be thrown out the window. Honestly.
Oh no, trust me, Dastin will not. He will be staying focused.
And I'm shotgunning a lot of Matt Mercer's GM tip videos right now to get a good idea, and also trying to like figure out the proper self-presentation as a DM, especially a DM who is hosting on Twitch. So, you know.
I just recorded mine. I was like, I'm not gonna even attempt to stream it. Like, it's recorded. I have to do some editing.
The worst internet ever.
We do.
I'd rather
Not the worst. We don't have dial-up, but
I'd rather just stream it and upload it, honestly, because
I have to cut out some parts where we were all testing our mics and things like that. But other than that, it's ready to upload on YouTube.
I can't wait to watch it.
You're gonna see how hard they derailed it. You can hear me pause, like audibly pause, as they're like coming up with all of these different combinations to like get out of there. And I'm like, y'all just, I give up. At first, I showed them who Kingle was, because obviously they need to know the bad guy. Showed them Kingle, and they were all like, so the goal is see who ends up with Kingle and turns him into a good guy. And I was like, y'all are gonna hate him. And they were like, nuh-uh, we can change him. I was like, y'all are gonna hate him. And they even, 2 characters picked out wedding dresses. They were like, this is the wedding dress I'm gonna wear to marry Kingle. And I was like, oh God, the hearts I'm gonna break. And then one person thought that Saphira was like gonna off herself and I was like, no, she was gonna kill Kingle. And they go, oh, well, we should have made her wait another day. Would have taken care of this whole campaign. I was like, no, that's not the point.
That is.
Welcome to being a DM.
Yup.
That's totally the point.
With disadvantage, without calling a shot, our barbarian took out a crossbow, set hit on the ship's like edge, and was like 300 feet away from Kingle and his horse, right? And she was like, can I roll to see if I hit him? And I was like, you can certainly try, but you have to do it at disadvantage because you already have disadvantage anyway. And so she rolls it. She gets a 23 on the first one. And she was like, oh, man, dang. And then she rolled a 19 on the other. And I was like, how did you do that? How did
the
you
dice
hit him?
gods.
Pretty much. I mean, 300 feet is in range, so it's a possible shot.
I was mad. I was like, so you hit Kingle. Now what? They're like, oh, now we're gonna go comfort Saphira because like she's scared and she needs comforted. I was like, this is what happens when you run just a bunch of bisexual women. That's what happens. They all want to go for the hot one. I did get called out. They were like, why are you making all your NPCs hot? And I was like, I'm sick of campaigns having gross, disgusting NPCs.
That
And they will all be sexy. And you all will get fucked over.
Mine is definitely going to be 50-50. I can tell you that much.
Welcome!
Sabrina's finally here.
I'm excited. I'm excited, Liam. I'm extremely excited.
I want to hear
Well,
more about
one
Hi,
thing
welcome.
I will give this away for right now, not to give any specifics away, but I am looking deep into the monster manual to use creatures that I just don't see used very often.
Ooh, I'm excited about that. I love
Sounds
different
fun.
D&D monsters.
with D&D Beyond, you can get more than just those monsters, by the way.
Yeah, and
Because
I'm
I've seen a few that are crazy. I have something to send to you. It's gonna be a TikTok, but I'll send it to you about dragons. I sent it to Evan, but Evan doesn't pay attention to me.
okay.
Wait, when did you send this to me?
I sent it like a week ago.
Well,
And
send
you
it to
never
me again. I
reacted to
can't
me.
remember, Jack.
It was about dragons and them dying, and I was like, as a DM to another DM, you have to watch it.
Is
It's so
this
cool.
that Dragon's Party or something? Is that what it's about?
No, it's
Or-
dragon
No.
absorbed energy.
No.
Okay.
Wait, what was his name?
Welcome.
Hey, Sabrina.
Wasn't it like
Dang.
Percy or something?
It was like Montgomery or something.
Yeah.
You guys want to see something fun?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Oh, that's what used to happen to my mom
Ow.
when she would get shots. Oh, girl, I'm so sorry, babe.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That was a
But-
week ago.
Your hair looks
Oh.
really good.
No thanks.
You be matching
Why
over
do I
there
have to be
with
so
those
fidgety?
orange.
Before we get started, Sabrina, did you specifically have any announcements before we get started? It's okay. Take your time.
Just that. Literally, just the procedure fucked up everything.
Oh.
I'm sorry,
18
babe.
shots.
Oh.
God almighty.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
babe.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, Sabrina.
That's fine.
We have you here
Shit
now.
happens.
We have you here now, and
Yes.
we love you.
Yes. Also, I will be muting myself because my girlfriend is here with me
Sure.
and she's deaf. We'll be listening to you guys. Like, she's got an app where she can read what you guys are saying.
Oh,
Very
yeah,
Nice.
nice.
That's awesome.
But yeah, but she makes a lot of noise and it's just all the time. So I don't want her to interrupt anybody.
Yeah. So everybody try not to talk over each other as much.
Yeah.
All
Don't
right.
fuck up the app.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Last call. Oh.
And D&D is canceled.
And he
He
died.
killed
I
himself.
get the apartment by myself.
Well, it
Damn
looks
it.
like this our blessed demon machina is starting a little earlier than I thought.
Oh yeah, because whenever Dastin is using his beast speech, it's gonna sound like
It's gonna be speaking in tongues.
and like the random squirrels are gonna be like, "Oh yeah, totally, it's to the left."
Yeah.
What's that? Satan is my master.
Satan's my master. Screw you.
Evan coughs up a hairball. D&D mom just
Ladies,
wrote
ladies, please.
Um,
I can only take like one of you at a time.
Well, then get good.
all right, last call before we get started. Does anyone have any announcements? Last call.
I'm a
I-
potato.
I love you all.
I love
Oh.
you all, Carly.
I love you all too, and I'm so happy to be back.
Yep.
All right.
Same.
Back to
Well
being
then.
space pirates.
Well then, if that is the case, let us continue with The Great Poison, Episode 7, Into the Fire.
from the frying pan.
I was about to make a comment about fire too.
I was gonna start singing "View to a Kill."
Ah, the balloons are back. I've missed them.
Because it does! It sounds like somebody's rubbing balloons together.
D&D Mom says she loves us all.
How do you think they
We
made
love
this
D&D
noise?
Mom. I'm sorry that I'm not in chat with you, D&D Mom.
All right. The void of space can be certainly quite dangerous. Carly, stop it or I will turn off your camera.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
The void of space can be quite dangerous, and it is something that the crew of the Black Star have become quite accustomed to. After taking a brief moment of respite where they all return to their ship after exploring the ruins, okay, that's it.
Oh, she got in trouble.
You know what? That's fair.
Are you gonna behave?
Got
No.
grounded.
Yeah.
It's been too long. She can't physically behave.
After spending some time to rest and recover after their extensive battle against the flower monster Flagra, they decided to return to the floating temple above the crater, where they returned the golden key that Reva acquired from the corpse of the flower monster. It was there that they reawakened 2 other towers and lit up 2 more beacons, one red and one blue, both of them seeming to roughly go in the same direction. Following these beacons, they ventured down into some caverns where they happened upon a massive cavern chamber that is filled with magma at the bottom. Knowing that the beam of light is in this direction, the crew of the Black Star decide to traverse this deep cavern of lava. But it was here that they were beset upon a pack of 4 vicious serpents that rose from the lava itself. And that, dear viewers, is where we continue our adventure.
So it's Hades.
Yes.
All right. Crew of the Black Star, Kasten, Bite, Reva, Zakui, and Anilon. You all find yourselves in the middle of a giant stone platform that sticks out of the lava itself, when all of a sudden you are beset by 4 separate Magmoor serpents. I would like you all to roll initiative.
Reva, blow on my D20 for me.
Get into it.
Thank you.
Solid.
Not that it really matters, but
I thought he just said, Reva, blow onto my D for me.
I kind of did, but you know.
I'm sure someone will edit it to say that.
Yeah.
Hey, we don't know what they did off camera back on the ship last episode.
Exactly. All we had was a fade to black.
No, we know exactly what I did. I rolled a shit number. That's what happened.
And left.
There will be many opportunities for that.
Yeah.
All right.
Plenty of
20
times to shoot your shot.
25 to 20.
21.
Okay, so Anilon was 21. Carly, what did you get?
Got a 4.
Oh,
Okay, then I'll get to you in a moment.
yeah.
Okay, so
Yep.
did anyone else get 25 to 20? Okay.
I haven't
Uh,
rolled yet. Hold on. I being stupid.
Oh, okay. Brittany, why'd you turn off your camera?
Onyx.
Couldn't it just go blurry?
She leans in too close. It picks her up.
Oh
told
no.
Yeah, the Wi-Fi.
I still need to play Metroid Dread.
Oh. This is how you continue a series, especially after a wonderful game that is Metroid Fusion.
The fact that they called it Metroid Dread is still amazing too. The fact that they actually bothered to like wink to the fans like that. So
Well, yeah, I mean those rumors of a Metroid game being called Dread happened like Oh god, I remember. It was like the middle.
It was
of
Fusion, wasn't it?
No,
Wasn't it Fusion?
no, Fusion was its own thing. Metroid Fusion was a launch title for the Game Boy Advance.
Right.
And Fusion and Metroid Prime kind of roughly came out around the same time because they were meant to communicate with each other through like a cable.
Right. And Metroid Prime is a prequel, right? It's a prequel trilogy.
Okay, so it's Metroid, then
Evan,
it's
can you roll for me because
all right. Uh-oh. Bite.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there you are. Okay, so Bite, I am rolling for you. It's a 15. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Okay, so 25 to 20. We had Analon at 21. 20 to 15. Bite at 15. All right, 15 to 10. No, wow. 10 to 5. All right.
7.
Kasten, what
I
did
got
you
a
get?
7 too.
Okay.
Heck yeah, Kasten and I right now. Oh, we bros.
5 to 1.
Oh,
Out of 4.
you better ready to be ready to
Yeah, be proud
doing
of
some
that.
bardic inspiration. I just gotta
Oh
say.
yeah.
You're bringing up the rear on. So. I like how you kind of went along with the music there too.
All right. Now before we get started, Liam, to answer your question, it was Metroid, then everything that had Prime in its name, then Metroid 2,
Okay.
then Super Metroid, then Metroid Other M, then Fusion, and then Dread.
Metroid Other M takes place after all that. That's interesting.
Metroid Other M takes place after, like, directly after Super Metroid, like a week after Super Metroid.
Because a lot of it is about her origin, isn't it?
No.
Oh, okay. I guess I misunderstand what Metroid Other M is. So,
Metroid Other M was when the makers of Dead or Alive tried to make a Metroid game, and gameplay.
Actually, no. Most of the blame for that game, from what I hear, is from the creator.
It's from the
honestly.
main director who directed the
Yeah.
entire series, yeah. Because instead of Samus just finding her power-ups as she adventures, she already has all her power-ups, but she is prohibited from using them unless she gets authorization from her commander.
It's so overly
Lame.
complicated. It's so
dumb.
It's so antithetical to like the way you design a video game.
What
Anyway.
I will defend though is her PTSD experience when she saw Ridley, because that is canonical.
Yeah.
Anywho, all right, so I have initiative order right here. So first up is the first of the 4 Magmoor serpents.
Oh god.
It's
This
C.
one's Daryl.
This one is Daryl. He's a Pisces.
Oh my god. I feel like that was an attack on me.
Why?
So
He
Why?
likes
From
lawn
session
walks
one.
on the. He likes lawn
God,
walks on
you-
the beach. I'm sorry, Sabrina. Go ahead. That was my bad.
No, you forgot Asriel.
Oh well, Asriel just by definition, just to make it easier, is always going to go right after Bite. Because they're partners. They technically go on the same turn, even though Asriel gets her own turn technically. But whenever Bite is in the initiative, Asriel will always be right after her.
Okay.
If anything, it makes it easier for me. But however, the first Magmoor serpent kind of looks around, and it looks right at Reva, seeing how she is basically the shiniest of the possible food that is on the platform. Carly,
She's so shiny.
you're being attacked.
Bite, are we both eating ice cream right now?
It's gonna
I don't-
come at. It's gonna lunge at you and try to bite you.
Heck, gee.
I was
Oh, mac and
zoning
cheese.
out. Okay, I'm sorry. God, I've been up since 5:30. What do you want from me?
I want you to play.
Aren't you an
That's
ethereal
fair.
being? Do you really need
Yes.
sleep?
Ah, God, I wish.
Coming at you with a 12. Does that hit?
Yeah, that just hits.
All right. All right. So then it lunges at you with a bite attack. Since it was just kind of barely a hit, it just kind of nicks you. You take 4 points of bite damage.
Okay.
All right.
Actually, I am going to use a key point and use Step of the Wind and dodge the attack.
Does it say you can do that out of your turn?
Dodge is actually
damn
an
it.
action you have to take, yeah.
Never mind. I thought I was being smart about it. That's
You
okay.
can, during your turn, you can choose to delay an action and
Okay.
specify that you will use a key point to use Step of the Wind, with the condition being you want to be attacked first. That can work, but you gotta wait for your turn first to set that up.
Got you. I wasn't sure how that worked. And
You're
you
fine.
said I lose how many points of? I'm sorry.
Just 4.
Okay.
All right, next up is Anilon. And Bite, you're on deck.
I guess I'll draw my pistol and shoot at the one closest to me.
Okay, so that coincidentally is the one that just attacked Reva.
Okay, I'll shoot at that one then. I'm gonna do a sharpshooter shot.
Ooh, okay.
So -5 to hit, plus 10 to damage. Nope, I'm sure that misses. 5.
Yeah, unfortunately, 5 just misses. The blast just kind of zooms right past the snake's head, and it's just like,
Well, while it's looking the other direction, I'll take my second shot at it as sharpshooter as well. That's even worse. 4.
and he just gives you that look like, what the fuck, you just trying to shoot me again?
I don't have any bonus actions really, so that's my turn, I'm pretty sure.
Well, you
And
can...
we're on like platforms, aren't we?
Yeah, you're on a circular platform above the lava, so you guys are all technically surrounded.
Okay.
All right, next up is Bite. Bite is up. Asriel is on deck, but I'll play Asriel.
I'm gonna turn around because we shouldn't have any of our backs turned to these things. And fire 2 shots at whatever closest one is to me.
All right, roll to attack. I'm sorry?
19. 18.
Is that
Did it
8?
show up on
18 or 19?
19?
19? Yeah, that definitely hits.
Does 18 and 19 difference really matter?
I guess not.
And damage. Is it not showing up for you, Evan?
Well, I don't have D&D Beyond up. I
10.
have
Oh.
10?
Yeah.
Okay, 10 damage. Yeah, you took like a huge chunk of it out. All right, next up is
One.
Asriel. Oh wait, are you done with your turn?
I said 2 shots.
2 shots? All
Yeah.
right, what was that? Okay, so the first one was 10. What was the second one?
Let's find out. $13.
13?
There
Yeah, that just barely hits.
Alright, that's it for my turn.
Well,
What was the damage?
Oh, fuck. It was 18.
So for damage, you roll. What weapon are you using? Because you don't roll a d20 for damage.
The long rifle.
It's a long rifle. So what is a long rifle in this?
Like a laser rifle, exact same stats.
Okay. Okay. I don't know what the stats to a laser rifle is, off the top of my head.
This says 3d8 radiant damage. I don't know if that's accurate or not.
Yeah, I'm rolling the 3.
Everyone having fun with like the beat of the drum here?
They sure are.
Oh, you know the club getting litty when they play
It's a
Metroid.
16, and then it'd be plus your dexterity,
Oh.
most likely.
Oh,
What'd
we
you
got
get,
some.
Evan?
We got some
My
bits
dexterity
from
was
Ruben.
6.
Thank you, Ruben.
Plus 6.
Thank you, Ruben. We miss you.
So
So it'd
16
be-
plus 6.
22.
22 damage for the second shot then.
Okay, yeah, you killed that serpent. Like you just blew its head off, and it just kind of sinks into the lava. Now there's only 3 left.
Look at Sabrina
Yeah,
being a
you are.
fucking boss.
All
How, mu-
right,
how much
yeah.
damage? How much damage did you cause?
like 22.
Okay. All right. So it's a good
And
So
the
the
estimate.
first attack
teachers
probably
were
should have been
like-
more as well.
And then the teachers were like, write that down.
Write
that
down.
All right, next up is Asriel. Asriel's gonna go for one of the uninjured serpents. She gets. That's a 19. Nice.
Fear burns in her mouth because she's probably biting it.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Asriel being a wolf, she doesn't really have any other ways of attacking. Asriel's gonna lunge and try to go for the serpent's neck. Okay, so there's that, and... Okay, so Asriel does successfully, like, land a bite right on, like, the bottom of the thing's neck, just above it, just below its head. So she just dealt 10 damage to it, but in exchange, however, she did receive 4 points of fire damage. She's gonna spend the rest of her movement to like get back to Bite's side, and is like trying to roll around in like the stone of the platform, trying to put like the fire out on her fur. And she's just wondering like, why did I do that? All right.
Don't you just love animals?
Next up is that one Magmoor serpent that she bit. That one is gonna go after Bite because it saw how it just blew off its brother's like head.
Bring it, bitch.
Nope, that's a 4. All right, next up is Kasten. Zakui, you're on deck.
Deny.
Got it. Okay.
He can't help you here.
Yeah.
God is the one attacking us.
There's really nothing much I can do. I guess I can go for the eyes of... Which one am I closest to?
Okay, so there's 3 left. There's the one that Anilon hit. There's the one that Asriel
I
bit,
missed.
and then there's one that's uninjured.
Okay.
I missed twice, so there's 2 uninjured ones.
There's 2 uninjured ones, right?
Let me hit one of the uninjured ones. Just to get
Alright.
that ball rolling.
All right, roll to attack.
Okay. That's an 8.
Yeah, unfortunately, 8 does not hit.
So since you did custom roll, it's 8 plus your strength or dexterity, depending on the weapon you were using. Because if it's finesse, it could be dex or strength. If it's not finesse weapon, then it's just strength.
So do I add the hit DC there? Is that what I'm supposed to do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
then
it's a hit.
13.
So it's strength plus
You know,
proficiency.
Liam, if you're playing on D&D Beyond, you just need to press that hit DC button, and it will do the math for you.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Well, it's 13 then.
13 just barely hits.
Oh, okay. All right. So I guess these 3. Is that what I got?
Yeah, I see it. I'm looking at the log here as well. So yeah, it is 3 damage. So you actually do
Okay.
land a pretty good hit.
All right.
All right, is that it for you?
I have an idea, but I don't know what good it would do. Actually, that's the thing. It's like, it's something, but I don't know what my end goal would be for it. That's the thing.
Well, you have an entire round to figure that out.
Yeah. It's, can they smell?
You know
questions.
what?
Not enough time.
It is still technically your turn. I will let you do a perception check as your bonus action.
All right, that makes sense. Okay. Oh, here we go. 5.
Yeah, you can't tell.
Yeah.
You've
all right.
never seen these creatures before.
All right.
All right. Next up is Zakui. Reva, you're on deck.
Kasten really fucked me over the way.
Zach is gonna cast Thunder Wave.
Are you sure?
In what direction so it kills us all?
It goes straight, right?
No, it's a
15-foot cube in
it's a
front of you.
wave that goes in all directions. You're gonna
Yeah, it's a 15-foot cube
everyone
originating from you.
Okay,
Actually, I'll be fine.
Zakui, if you do Thunder Wave and your entire team fails their Constitution checks, you're gonna blow them off the platform.
Right.
Oh.
Which is such a Captain Zachway thing to do.
Yeah.
I
it
just
is.
want to say.
Y'all are being idiots.
Get back in the fiery water!
Our chaotic captain, ladies and gentlemen.
Time to wake them all up.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how to cast Blade Ward. I don't know what it does because it says it's combat, but I don't understand it.
Well, read it!
I did. I was like, oh, Thunderwave sounds like a great idea. Oh, that's stupid.
We gotta
I don't
focus.
understand.
Who's
Who's hurt?
To the end of your
Who's
next
hurt? I'll
turn,
just-
you gain resistance against bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing damage dealt with by weapon attacks. We don't know what damage they do.
Who's hurt? I'll just heal someone.
Asriel.
Asriel and Reva. So
Asriel and Reva, yes.
I'm gonna do, since I'm basically the cleric of this team. I'll do Cure Wounds on Reva for 14.
Damn.
You got 14 hit points back. And then I don't think, I have bonus actions, but I don't understand how they work. So I'm just gonna end my turn.
All right.
Blade
After
Ward,
game, we're going
Abjuration
over your
Cantrip,
character.
cast at will. You extend your hand and a trace of sigil of warding in the air. Until the end of your next turn, you have resistance against bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage dealt by weapon attacks. So it wouldn't really help, Zach.
Yeah, it wouldn't help.
Yeah.
You don't have like a healing cantrip for
I do.
Asriel?
I've as a bonus action, I can do Healing Word only at first level though. That's in my bonus action.
you could help Asriel because he too was also,
Yeah, 'cause
and that'd
that's
be a
bonus
bonus.
action.
That would be a bonus action.
Drink.
Yeah, that's like the only bonus action I really have besides my dual-handed fighting. So yeah, I could do Asriel for Healing Word. 2 points back out of the 4. I'm sorry.
That's half.
So
I
that
mean, it's
was-
not terrible.
So that was my bonus action, and now I end my turn.
All right. Next up is one of the Magmoor serpents. Reva, you're still on deck.
It really
see-
helps when we have our bards go first. I just want to say.
Seeing all the sparkly lights, this serpent's gonna go after Zakui.
Good.
You see it just kind of like raise its head up, and it just lets loose with a whole plume of fire breath right at you.
Is that a code?
I love how Carly and I were making the same face during that whole
Is it using?
interaction.
Is it using lightning attack
No, it's
right
using fire.
now? Okay, fire. All right.
And it is not a cone; it's just a line.
Okay.
All right. So Zakui gets hit
In the
with.
honor.
That's an 18.
Oh.
Smack.
I got hit hard.
And Zakui, you get hit with 7 points of fire damage.
Damn.
Most of it went to your hair.
I will cry. Stop.
So much for his nice clean shirt.
It is a good thing Zachary has a way higher hit point score than I do. I just want to say.
Yeah, I'm at 45.
Yeah.
All
I'm
right.
a tank.
7 would definitely hurt me.
That's it. That's it for the Serpent's turn. Reva, you're up. Analon, you're on deck.
Alrighty. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at Bite and I'm gonna say, hey, you remember when we spent that hour in the hot spring and it was really hot and it got kind of hot and heavy, but then you said at that thing to
Get to the point, girl.
Yeah.
Hey Lois, remember the time we went to the hot spring? And...
All of a sudden, you just see a bunch of medieval knights on a hill just go, get on with it!
Shush. And then you splashed that dude that was giving us a hard time with water.
Yes.
Do that to this, and you have bardic inspiration.
Is there water?
But what if she has a canteen with her?
I do
Does
What
like-
if she
Hang
has a
on here.
canteen with her? And then for my main action,
now for
I'm
my
going-
next turn.
Now for the
I'm-
main event.
I'm gonna use dissonant whispers, and the creature has to make a wisdom saving throw of 13.
Oh, jeez.
Bite has a water skin.
Yeah, like what
But
if she
does it
uses
have
that and
water
pours
in it?
on it?
Yeah, we made sure that
Yes.
everybody was filled up because everybody has rations and
No,
water.
no,
before we
no.
left ship.
Is it water or is it alcohol?
Oh.
Bite.
Why
What
not both?
would you most likely have in your skin
For your character.
for your character?
Um,
What?
Water?
Water?
Water.
Okay, good enough.
I feel like alcohol would actually be more
And then I'm
effective.
gonna use
Well, they're probably
dissonant,
immune to fire.
Wait, hold on, Carly.
Sorry.
Dissonant whispers, yes.
and they have to make a wisdom saving throw of 13.
All of them?
Well, one of them. So
Okay.
whatever one is closest to me now.
Okay, so that would be the one that attacked you at the start of the round.
Okay.
Oh, actually, no, wait, no, that one.
I was
That
about
one.
to say I thought that one died.
Yeah, that one did die. That would be the one that Asriel bit. Okay,
Oh, excuse
so
me.
so what was the DC for that one? Wisdom?
13. Yeah.
13 wisdom. That's a 2. These things are
Cool.
not wise. These are just animals.
I was gonna say, it seems a little unfair if they have like a normal wisdom, like, you know.
And then
check.
he takes 9 points of psychic damage.
Ooh, yeah, this thing just starts like writhing around in absolute confusion and agony, wanting to know where the whispers are coming from, and then it just like swings.
Make
its-
the voices stop.
I'm just having
while it,
thaumaturgy.
and while it was thrashing about, it just kind of swings its head in such a way it accidentally impales itself on a
Nice.
stalactite. And then it just kind of like slides off and falls into the lava.
Wait, did I kill it?
Yes.
Yeah!
Did more than I did. Good lord.
All right, we are now at the top of the.
and Bite has bardic inspiration, and
With that?
is yeah.
Well,
No, with the what she was talking about earlier.
That was her bonus
Yeah.
action.
That's what I mean.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Time out. Brittany, are you okay?
It doesn't have to be a song or musical. It can be words of affirmation or ideas.
It can be a poorly recounted memory of faux lesbian experiences.
It was
Technically, Rev
it was
was pan.
sad. It was sad that Carly killed the sneaky boy.
These things are
but
trying to
anyway,
eat you.
That's
That
1d6.
still cares.
Is all I was trying to say is that it's a 1d6.
Top of the round. Analon, it's your turn. Bite, you're on deck.
So the one I was shooting at is dead, so I guess I'll go for the next one, the one that's on Captain, unless that one's still or died.
No, you got you got the one that burned Captain. And then
Okay,
you
I'll go
still
for that one.
and then you still have one that's completely uninjured.
Oh, I should probably go for that one then. I'll go for the uninjured one.
All right.
Sharpshooter shot, because why not? I'm not gonna let it die, right?
Wait, hold on. Carly, what is it?
I thought there were only 3.
No, there
there's
was a
four.
total of
now.
4.
You killed one.
You killed. This is why I yell at you when I see you like not paying attention, and I'm directing this to everyone here. This is why.
Everything I know now is out of the goodness of your heart, because I can listen and do this.
Anyway, Analon, what are you doing?
Dirty 20 on the one that's uninjured.
Yep, that
It's a
hits.
sharpshooter shot. So 19 points of damage.
Yeah. You shot this thing. It goes in one side of the head, comes out the other. You killed it.
And then I'll take the shot for the second one. Also sharpshooter. Nope, probably not. But no, that's an 11.
Okay, yeah, that doesn't
no,
hit.
a 9. Okay.
Yeah, that doesn't hit. Brittany, what is up? Why are you looking so lost?
I'm low-key salty, okay? I'm so salty right now.
All right.
Captain, you got this.
Bite, you're up.
Okay, whatever one is closest to me is.
There's
being
only
shot
one
in the face.
left.
Well, it's getting shot.
Evan, did you expect us to beat these things so fast? I just want to say.
No, I intentionally did not give them a lot of HP because this is not meant to be a boss battle. This is quite literally just a random encounter.
All right.
We'll hit that
And
one
remember to use your bardic inspiration.
Yes,
If you need it.
Mom.
Remember to drink your Ovaltine.
I totally spaced that we had Bardic Inspiration, even though it's on there as a bonus.
Well, only Bite does, I thought.
Yeah, only bite.
I can use, so the bards use,
Bards can
cast
give
it.
Bardic Inspiration.
I
Bite's the
forgot
only
I
one that
had
presently has an Inspiration, but they can give it. Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's
She
like,
doesn't
I
have
forgot I
one.
can use it.
That's
So-
sick. Right.
Can other classes give inspiration, by the way? Is that
Wait,
a thing?
wait, Sabrina, why are you rolling? You need to roll a
I don't
d20
fucking know.
first.
I don't know what's going on.
You know,
There we go. A 9?
Plus Dexterity, which is 6, so 15.
Oh yeah,
Plus
15.
the D6, right?
Yeah, plus your Dexterity, whatever that is.
Yeah, you hit.
Oh, you can. Fuck that. Only got a 6.
That's fine. This thing is still alive, but it is not looking good.
it's hard.
It's a custom roll with only plus 3. So again, you'd add your Dexterity to the damage, since it's a custom roll rather than a click roll.
Okay. So then that would just be 9. Oh, no, wait. I'm so dumb right now. I'm sorry. I don't know.
All right, you had a long day.
And Bardic Inspiration can only be added to ability checks, attack rolls, and saving.
Yeah.
So when you use your Bardic Inspiration, which is the D6, it would be a
Okay.
attack roll, saving throw, or ability check.
Well, the reason I asked that is because Vex was able to give inspiration, right? There's that infamous scene of her giving inspiration to Grog.
It depends on the DM, a lot of it for other people.
Okay. All
So,
So it would
I
just
was like,
be
Vex
12.
wasn't a bard,
because I know, I think I know which one you're talking about, where he's in the fighting ring and he
and
does it.
she
does
shows
it.
him her titties.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I
That one.
figured. Yeah, that was kind of just like Grog's character, and he figured, yeah, that would probably work. So it's DM discretion on that sort of inspiration.
Okay.
Bards can only, they're the only ones that get Bardic Inspiration, which adds the die roll.
All right. All right.
Carly, are you okay? Carly, you're muted.
You're muted.
I said I'm sleepy and my neck hurts,
Oh,
but I'm okay.
you want me to get you the heating pad?
No, I'm good.
Okay. So Bite, what is happening?
I got 9 and 6.
As your attack rolls or your damage? As what? I couldn't hear that.
Damage.
Damage? All right, so that's like
Damage.
a total. Okay, so that is a
Damage.
total of 15. All right, with that as the case, Bite, how do you want to do this? These things only had a total of 15 hit points each.
Oh.
I
Okay,
want
it
a
hit
t-shirt.
Zach, I'm gonna go full on off a stalactite. I'm gonna shoot off a stalactite and pin it to the damn ground.
Okay, Bite, you aim your pistol, you shoot the top of a stalactite right when this serpent lunges right for you. At that moment, shunk, this giant stone spear just falls right down and just skewers the head of the beast, and it's just kind of like stuck there, mouth open, and it's like just a couple feet from where you're standing. It's obviously dead.
Hey, Kasten,
Yeah.
that's what you fucking do.
Fair enough.
All right, guys. With that being said, you've survived an encounter with one of the indigenous species of these caverns.
Can I try and study one of it right quick? Because I don't know any of the species on this planet, I'm sure.
Yeah, you most certainly can. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
Investigation is that.
And we killed them.
14.
14? All right, so you're able to get like a pretty basic understanding of what these creatures are. They physically seem to be made of a material that is perfect, not just completely immune from the high temperatures of the environment and the lava, but they seem to thrive in the high temperatures. Like, these things can swim through lava like eels in water, and they're just perfectly fine in this environment. So you have heard of creatures that have an anatomy that make them more resistant to environments such as this, but this is the first time you've ever encountered a creature that could actually be physically inside magma and just be totally fine.
Did I try and collect some of the material it's composed of?
With the investigation check that you rolled, you're able to gather a couple scale samples and one tooth. That being said, though, guys, after this unfortunate little distraction, while the cavern itself is quite large, you can kind of clearly see that there is, like, not so much a path, but the way this cavern is set up, it's not like just a giant hub. It does seem to go from, like, one spot to another spot. So you really just gotta, like, follow the platforms.
Sounds good.
Sounds like
Follow
plan
the
me.
platforms and keep an eye out for some more of those things.
All right. All right. With that being said, I would like everyone to roll me perception checks. And Carly, remember, you are still muted right now because I will need you to tell me what your check is.
No.
I got a
Dirty
7.
20.
All right.
I got a 5.
a 5. Kasten.
15.
All right. Bite.
Perception, hun.
I keep forgetting which one to click.
Okay.
That was the wrong thing.
It's okay. It's been a day.
Alright, it's a lot harder to see in the light for me than it is in the dark.
It's
I
okay.
was always in the dark.
If you give me just a moment, I can kind of direct you.
She got a 2, I think, for perception is what I saw.
Well,
2.
okay, so basically just roll a d20 and then add 1.
Oh, okay. 9.
9? All right. And Zachary and Analon, what'd you guys get?
I got a 9.
30, 20.
And Zachary?
I got a 9.
All right. As you guys all kind of look around, you are able to see some more of the fauna of this environment. A couple more of those serpents seem to be just kind of swimming through the lava, but they don't really seem to notice you at this time. You see one creature that looks like a giant stone clam with like red eyes on its top shell, and you just kind of see it kind of breach the lava and just go, and then it just kind of sinks back down.
I want that
Hey,
one.
Zach, I found you a new pet.
I want it. I want it. I want the clam.
As you guys continue through these tunnels of lava and stone and... Oh, God. Okay, that was weird. You then begin to notice something as you continue to traverse your rocky path. Every once in a while, you see what looks like a metal pipe that just seems to be like coming out of the stone walls and into like the floor, some of them into the lava themselves. And as you move further down the path, more and more of these pipes are like popping up here and there.
All right.
Zach
Do they
is
look
always
like newly constructed?
They don't just seem kind of new, but they also seem like they clearly don't belong here.
Zach's gonna go up to one of them and investigate it, if I can do so.
All right, roll me an investigation check.
I think that's Quasar Tech
A
or
19?
from the old players.
A
People who
19?
did-
Don't we have a scope?
Yeah, on the robot. On Daddy.
And Daddy's not here.
Can I join in with Zachary in the investigation?
In this case, it wouldn't really work unless you were going to do your own investigation check. But Zachary
Alright.
rolled a 19 here, so that's actually
Okay.
so it's kind of moot at this point. But Zachary, with an investigation of 19, yeah, this is definitely Quasar Tech.
I'm gonna touch it to see if I can feel any heat or cold. If it's not hot, I want to press my ear against it to see if I can hear anything what's inside.
You press your hand to it first. Yes, it is very hot to the touch.
Okay.
Okay. This, with an investigation of 19, you're able to see that this specific pipe seems to be, like, this part has come out of the stone wall, and the rest of it seems to be actually going into the lava itself. So it almost seems like, from what you're able to gather, this thing is pumping lava.
All right, I'm gonna relay that to the crew so all the crew members know. This it's pumping lava. It's hot to the touch. Definitely Quasar Tech. But you got any knowledge on this at all?
Bite, would
yeah,
you like to roll like a history check for this? Like, how do you want to do this? History? Okay.
Yep.
So that is, you're going to roll a d20, but it's going to be -4.
I'm sorry, I just noticed. Sabrina, are you wearing a fucking Tiger King shirt that says cool cats and kittens? Hey, all you cool cats and kittens out there. This is your good friend,
I
Carol
don't know.
Baskin.
Yeah, I don't watch that. I don't even know what that is.
Oh, it's an amazing show on Netflix.
So anyway, Sabrina, if you could just roll a d20.
Oh, there we go. Okay. And it's -4, right?
Correct.
Okay. So
Plus intelligence, right?
7.
No, it's her intelligence is a -4
Oh
modifier.
wow. Okay.
That's why I said -4.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So what is it?
So 3.
3.
I
don't know. I was drunk.
Bite
She's
from what?
insane. She's not intelligent. Okay.
Makes sense.
Bite from what you're able to gather, during your time with the Quasars, you've actually never seen this kind of tech before. But then again, you've never known the Quasars to do anything that seemed to be of this kind of scale on a planet. I mean, typically they just kind of hit planets, they kidnap people, they take resources, and then they just move on. This is the first time you've seen tech where they're actively trying to do something with the planet itself. So unfortunately, you have no clue what this is.
Fuck if I know, guys. This is just a fucking pipe with magma in it.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, I figured I would ask Bites, and since, you know, your
Why would it
history,
be
as he
something
puts up his
lava?
hands and does, like, quotation marks around history.
It's Quasar stuff. I should really start packing small bombs.
I mean, would I know anything about it, Evan?
You can roll your own history check if you'd like.
Got a better chance.
I'm losing my there it is.
Find?
I got a 6.
You rolled a 1?
Yo.
First off, Carly, let me just say it is weird hearing your laughter from the hall, from down the hall, and then a 1-second delay where I hear it in my headphones.
Echo.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay, so yeah, with the 6, unfortunately, you yourself have not been. You've not experienced the Quasars enough to know anything about what they do with planets
I
themselves.
thought it was a shot since like she's
Oh,
heard some stuff and you know.
Yeah, unfortunately, in all of the environments you've been in that were Quasar related, you know for a fact that you've never been in one where they talk about stuff like this.
Cool.
All
The
right.
question is.
I thought I would try my hand.
The question is, do we follow where the lava is going or where it came from?
Well, that's up to all of you. I
Probably
say
head
we
towards the
invest-
light.
Don't go towards the light.
Well, again, originally, as I described before you guys decided to look at one of the pipes, as you keep going down this path, more and more pipes are showing up.
I think that we gotta follow the pipes, guys.
I suppose that's
Yeah.
pretty much it. Yeah.
We're
I'll give you
in the
that
direction
idea.
we're already headed, so.
All right.
Sorry.
You all continue down. You all continue the path, traversing the stone path as more and more pipes show up. As you walk, though, the stone itself seems to give way to metal. And as you round a corner in the caves, you see what looks like a giant, artificially made metal platform that's just been constructed in the middle of a small lake of lava. It's an open platform. There don't seem to be any walls or doors. It just seems to be just an open air platform with many different, from what you can see, computers. However, off to on the far end of this room, and this is not a small room. It's kind of donut shaped. You got like this metal platform with a lot of different walkways where you can enter and exit. On the far side of this is the biggest, like, iron vault-like door that you guys have seen. And this thing, I'm not even going to need you guys to do checks for this because the logo has been blatantly painted on the door itself. This is obviously Quasar made.
All right. Well,
Guys, I think
takes
the
out the
people who used
guesswork
to-
at least.
I guess some people who used to live here created some
So-
things.
Well,
I don't know if this is from when they were here. I think this might be new.
I think
No,
you
this is
missed
Quasar.
the point of sarcasm, Reva. But
I'm sorry, Annalon.
I was waiting for that.
Alright. Can we try opening the door?
should we check like the computers and stuff?
Let's just see if we can manually open it first before we have to
Yeah.
hack the system.
Probably should.
All right, so you guys make your way around the ring of metal-made walkways, and you make your way to the door. By the way, as you do this, a tiny munchkin suddenly appears, says a random
baby
thing, and then
appears.
goes into a hole.
And
Bye-bye.
then just says, I like this one. And just goes into a hole.
Onyx, the resident mascot of this
I
campaign.
love that.
Okay, so as you guys approach the big iron door, a couple things become apparent. This room that you're in is actually open at the top. There is no actual stone ceiling. You can actually see the sky above you. And from where you're standing, those two beacons of light from the platform, you can actually see them right above your heads. The blue one seems to go beyond the room down another small cave path, while the red one kind of splits off into another direction, and it seems to be going in the direction of where that giant iron vault door is.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the red and blue lights.
Will you choose the red pill
Yeah.
or the blue pill?
You know, Carly, we still need to finish Revolutions.
I know.
Shitty as life is, I think I'd rather just go back to not knowing.
All right, so you can...
black pill, Jimmy.
Zach is gonna walk over to the platform and kind of like walk around where the computers are, and he's gonna like tap their keypads to see if any of them light up.
Wasn't I gonna try to open the
Yeah, I
door?
was like, I'm gonna check the door
Yeah,
with.
Yeah, we're-
gonna try
I
I
to
thought we
do
just checked the door.
No, I haven't even
No, we
gotten
just
to the
saw-
door
it's
yet.
been the
I
first
haven't-
time since we've been able to see the sky since we landed here. It's been stormy all day and every time we've ever been outside.
I've been dealing with a toddler, so all I heard
know what?
was
That's
here's
totally
the description
fair.
of the door, and
No,
I was
just
like,
looked up
okay,
at
we
the
checked
sky.
out the door. I'm gonna go
No,
over
I
there.
haven't even... I just described where the door was. I haven't even described the door in of itself ever since you approached it. I haven't even gotten there yet.
No, we just got told we could see the sky,
Zach's
which has
gonna
been the
split
first
the
time since we
party.
landed here.
Zach's gonna split the party. Y'all can check out the door. I'm gonna go over to the computers.
It's not that big of a split.
Yeah, we're still all in the same
Yeah,
room,
we're-
so it's not really splitting the party.
Yeah, at most, Zakui, you're only like 40 feet away from the party.
Oh, good. I'm
If
taking the
you
dog
lock
too.
down this door,
Come
we're
on,
gonna
Asriel.
have
Taking the
problems.
dog,
I'm
too.
taking the dog, dumbass.
You know how
At-
to hack computers, don't you, boy?
If you
Come
finally
on,
lock
Asriel,
down
let's
this
go look at
door,
the
we're gonna have
computers while
problems,
everybody else
Zach.
at that
Okay.
moment, guys, at that moment,
Okay.
Asriel basically bites at Zakui's hand and returns to Bite's side,
Yeah.
and just kind of
I have a-
Why did she do that?
and then
That's
Asriel
bad.
just kind of like goes back to Bite and just kind of like nuzzles her like, I'm not leaving your side.
I just have one thing to say.
Yes.
So many questions.
Why did when Zach said I'm taking the dog, it resonated to the point to
It's
where
Legally
I had a
Blonde.
very vivid memory of the I'm taking the dog, dumbass.
Yeah, we
Legally
heard.
Blonde is an amazing movie.
It is.
I'm
Anywho.
sorry, I had to get the demon out of my body. Okay, anyway.
We
Okay,
woke her
so-
up.
Okay,
That
so Kasten, since it was your idea, I would like you to be the one to do an investigation check on the door itself.
Alright, that's good. I'm pretty good at that. So, alright.
Finally, something you're good at.
Shut up.
Unlike
21.
Ryan's side.
21?
Solid.
All right. All right. The obvious things forward. This door is obviously of quasar construction. which is again made obvious by the giant logo painted on the door itself.
Yeah, that wasn't really what I was investigating, but thank
I'm
you.
getting there.
Yeah.
What type of paint was made and used to make this logo?
I want like to play a shot game where every time Evan says Quasar, we all take a shot.
Yeah, exactly.
We would be severely
Take
dead
a
by
sip.
the end of.
Yeah.
by the
Anyway,
end
go
of the
on,
night.
Evan. Go on.
So from what you're able to tell, this door, is massive. Not just in terms of overall size, but thickness as well. So it's pretty clear that whatever reason they had to make this door, it was definitely to keep something out or keep something in. You don't really know for certain because, again, you've never been here before, and this is the first time you've ever seen a door like this. The only problem is that this door itself seems to be the type that would require someone from the outside to open. Like, someone would have to be somewhere to, like, press a button to open the door. That being said, though, this door is obviously without power.
Did you mention if it was old or new?
It seems to be the same age as all of the other artificial stuff in this entire area.
And it's without power.
And the door itself is without power.
Can I attempt to stick my sword in the gap and try and wedge it open?
I suddenly miss Daddy so much.
Plug him into it.
Can
Kasten,
Daddy fist the door?
Kasten, you can certainly try. Roll me a strength check.
All right. 16.
Unfortunately, that's not enough. This door is massive in all areas, and you are actually going to be at a greater risk of breaking your own sword than you ever would be moving this door.
Okay.
Yes, Reva.
Can I give somebody inspiration while not in battle?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Again,
wasn't
inspiration works not just for attack rolls, but also for skill checks.
Okay.
Just to see what kind of a. Oh, sorry, continue.
Oh no, it's okay. I have an idea, but you can go first.
I just want to see what kind of like materials they use and how good they are. Can I take some of that? Where is it? Shoot, Slugger Queen blood acid that I have and put it on the door to see what it does and what kind of material it's made of.
That's actually smarter than my idea. Go ahead.
All right. So here's how we'll do this. And just to make this clear, as soon as we're done with Anilon, we're gonna move on. Well, Reva, did you want to actually do something here?
I was gonna make myself tiny, but I actually like that idea better.
Okay. Okay, so Anilon, I'm not gonna need you to roll splashing the blood. You just do it.
Okay.
It does nothing to the door.
Wow.
It's just like water off of a duck's back. It just kind of slides right off and it lands on the ground.
Either the
nice.
Slugger Queen acid is no longer effective, or they use good stuff to make their things.
May I
Touch
try?
it.
May I try one more thing before we move on?
Before you do, Reva wanted to try shrinking.
Okay.
Is there like a gap in the door?
Nope.
Okay.
You can
Shit,
you
then
can
that might
kind
not
of
work.
see a seam where the door's parts kind of meet, but this seam is so like hair's width thin that no matter how small you get, you are not getting through that.
Okay, then we're gonna go with my plan B. I'm gonna walk up to Keyston and I'm gonna plant a big smooch on his lips and I'm gonna say, I know you can do it. And then you have inspiration. You get 1d6.
Hold on.
Can I try and help
That's-
him?
that-
Like push on the sword.
How are you gonna help him?
Add the
I
sword.
gave
Add my
him
weight to the
one.
sword. Unless he's doing something else.
we talk about how cute Bite's girlfriend was just now. Just like, oh,
It was
Aw.
so cute.
So
adorable.
does that D6 go with the strength roll? Is
it
that
can
a
go
Any
with-
check.
It can go
Any
with
ability
whatever.
check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Okay, all right.
It can basically go with whatever you want, but once you use it, you lose it.
All right.
Or after 10 minutes pass, it goes away.
That too.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know about that. All right, I guess I'll use it with my strength
Okay,
roll.
I will give you one more shot at this.
Okay.
But
Well,
then after that,
I have a plan B if this doesn't work. Just let me I'll try it, and if it doesn't work, we'll move on.
Okay.
Can I try and help put my weight on his sword too?
Okay.
Zach's gonna be smirking.
In
from
this
his
case,
spot.
because Analon is helping you with your sword, I will let you do a strength check with advantage.
With advantage.
With inspiration.
Thank God.
I'll always help you with your sword.
Be my
I
wingman
still
anytime.
suddenly like Miss Daddy.
You can be my wingman anytime, Jack.
No, you say you can be
You
mine.
can be
I
mine.
got it. And then do what? Yep,
18.
there you go.
And is that with inspiration?
Yes.
It
Did you roll
still
twice and
doesn't
take
budge.
better?
All right. Can I try my plan B now?
What is your plan B?
Captain, get over here. We need your lightning.
Well, I guess
Zach.
while you're coming over here, I'm gonna go to the computers.
I guess switch off. Zach's gonna walk over and he's gonna look at Kayston, very confused of why he's shouting. And
The door has no
alright.
power. And right now, you're the only power source we have.
So you
I
want
can
me?
grasp, but I doubt it'll work as much as his.
So you want me to shock it?
Yes.
All right. If everybody stands back and goes on the other platform.
Isn't the whole platform metal?
Yes.
Thick and
Ye-
ducts, we're all fucked anyways.
I don't.
It doesn't
might.
help.
What are we wearing? I mean, we might be wearing leather.
I'm wearing scale.
I'm
mail,
wearing leather.
which
All of
is
my
very
stuff
much
is leather.
metal.
I'm wearing a very weightless material.
I
Yeah,
keep almost
Reva's
Reva's
floating.
most likely the least fucked.
Yeah.
She's wearing what is basically a companion sari.
I actually never really established.
If Bite puts Zach's old jacket down on the floor, because it is made out of leather, she would be able
will
to
help,
not get.
for
Yeah,
sure,
it will
but-
help. It will like loosen the damage or whatever. Because everything Zach is wearing, except for his jeans and his shirt and his vest, are all leather.
So the path, that smaller cavern that's going off towards the blue light, is that stone or also part of this metal platform? We could always go there.
The metal platform itself just seems to be restricted to the ring of the room. If once you enter this smaller path, it goes back to stone.
We could go stand on that while you try, but you're probably gonna get electrocuted.
You're also going to be, like, far enough away anyway there where you don't even have to go
It won't
into the
matter.
path exactly.
Okay.
I'll be fine because I'm the one casting.
Before we do this, should we check the computer equipment in case it fries from the electric surge?
All
That's a
right,
smart
fine.
idea.
All right. So you all turn away from the giant door and you all get onto the central platform. There actually are quite a lot of computers on this platform, as well as what looks like another one of those storage containers that you
Oh.
saw in the ruins. Which ones are you guys going to be looking at first, the container or the computers?
Zach's gonna.
I would go to the computers, but
Analon, come with me.
I don't
We're
know
gonna
what
go-
other people would do.
We're gonna go click on some space bars.
That's adorable.
Cut to that clip of
Don't touch the keyboard.
NCIS where they're just
I'm touching the
banging
keyboard.
on the computer, hacking it.
Zach's gonna he's gonna like tap his fingers on the keyboard to see if it'll light up, move the mouse. Do they have mouse?
No, they don't. It's
Nice.
it's kind of like vaporware Star Trek tech.
Oh, okay. So yeah, he's gonna like brush his fingers upon it to see if it will light up because motion sensing.
Yes, the consoles do light up. Already a bunch of little things start appearing on the screen. Some are more entry logs written by the Quasars themselves. A bunch of other stuff is just like random reports about like geothermal quota energy reserves, like stuff like that. From what you're able to tell from what the screens are showing, it looks like that they are basically siphoning the lava to act as like geothermal energy for whatever they have constructed in this cavern.
So the question is, where's the brake that stops the geothermal energy from activating the door if it's powered down?
I have a very stupid idea. If you want to hear it, Analon.
Before you do that, though, there is one log. it's kind of strange here, because as you were kind of like moving your hands across the screen, like all the little things were kind of like disappearing and reappearing. There was one icon, however, that was staying put.
Click on that one.
Ooh.
So what's happening?
You're the one controlling
Analon
this.
clicked on it.
You're
Analon,
the one controlling this.
Oh,
I just
okay,
told
Zach-
you to do it.
Zach moves over and he clicks on the icon.
All right. This one definitely appears to be another log from one such quasar. And this one reads, production is going well. We have already secured 71 BTUs of thermal energy from this region. Right now we will be transporting all of the energy canisters from our outpost here to our observation and science platform in Fendrana Drifts. It is hopefully that with the energy reserves there, that the colder temperatures will be able to keep things stable as we continue studying the strange energy source that seems to be coursing through this entire planet. We don't know what exactly this energy is. What we do know for certain is that it seems to be coming from that strange crater miles away. We will continue to conduct experiments on the local fauna using this energy source. It is our hopes that Admiral Dyrax will be proud of our findings.
They
From that, can I
started
dictate-
using a power source that they don't even fully understand.
From that, can I infer that they're probably using or talking about Phazon, or they seem like they're talking about something else?
From what you're able to gather, yes, they are talking about Phazon, the
Okay.
strange blue energy.
Did
And
we all hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
and another thing from what your logs tell you, this other region that they mentioned, Fendrana Drifts, it's actually very close by to get to, and it actually is where the blue light is pointing.
I think we gotta go to the blue light.
Nothing about opening a door.
Nothing about opening a door, no.
Well, probably
like,
need to
like
go to the
Vox
blue
and
light.
Machina.
Yeah.
Nothing
That-
here.
Now that being said,
I
though,
fell
there
out the window.
now that being said, though, there is still the giant storage canister on this platform here with you guys.
Yeah, but we were at the computers. I don't know what the other three were doing while we were at the computer trying
I
to
guess
We
figure
we
were
out
can check
what's
listening
the
to what you,
canisters.
yeah.
Bite, Kasten,
You were
Reva,
listening,
do you
nothing.
investigate the box?
I'll go check the box. with
I'll go.
everybody.
Okay.
Boxes are my-
I don't like that you described it as a box, but whatever.
Well, the
it's
last box
fine.
we got the flipping thing we never used because it's on Daddy.
What's in the box? Listen, to be fair, Steven's on the other end of the planet.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll talk to him after this session to see if we can try to figure out a little something for him. Anyway, Reva, since you were the first one to talk, you're the one who gets to investigate the box. So roll me an investigation check.
Okay. Investigation. I got a 19.
19. All right. It's exactly as you kind of thought. This box is the exact same make and model as the one that you've all found in the ruins that gave you that visor kind of device. As you investigate the box, you're just kind of like feeling the edges of it, looking for any way to, like, we have 2 Liams now.
I'm froze.
He's frozen.
Yeah, he's frozen.
He looks so happy in that state.
There you
there's
are.
three-
Man.
Oh no.
2
Skinwalker!
of him now.
Ah,
2 of him exist.
Kill it with fire!
Which one is the imposter? I'm the doppelganger here. Get out of here.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. As you're feeling around the edges of the box, all of a sudden you hear a beep, 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 psss, and the lid slowly opens.
I'm gonna back away because I want nothing like what happened to me to happen again. So I'm just gonna take a step back and say, somebody else look in the box.
I will.
All right.
All right. This box, as the cryogenic mist kind of spills over the top, rising out of it, kind of held in a little platform, it looks like some kind of, it looks like a data pad. Like it's a flat piece of metal with a screen on it, same in design as the screens of the computers here. But this one looks like it's a portable model.
Andy, I'm out there.
So who's taking it?
And you were
I got
great
one.
at this.
I say someone who actually has a little history in Quasar Tech, because if Zach gets a hold of it, he's not going to know what to really do with it, I guess.
Yes, we should probably give it Bite. 'Cause Bite would know more about it.
Bite, do you accept?
So... fine, I'll accept it.
All right. Bite, you have been given, and this is yours permanently, and now only you can use it. No one else can. This is to your, and you've had this before. It is indeed a Quasar datapad. Essentially, what happens with this is that anytime you access any entry logs of information as you guys access more Quasar computers, those logs will automatically be downloaded to the datapad so you can refer to them in the future in case you need to brush up or try to recollect something. So if ever, Bite, typically this would be situational, but because now you are the one with the datapad, if ever you need to do any history checks involving anything that you've learned about Quasar Tech on this planet specifically, you already will be given advantage on those rolls.
Okay.
Nice.
It does, however, seem to have a seemingly secondary function, which is essentially some kind of tracker. Essentially how this tracker works is that it will actually let you know when you're in close enough proximity to another outpost like these, where you can find more data packets that you can upload into your datapad. So basically, it allows you to upload and download information, and it has a navigation in it. So, in a sense, you also have a Quasar-made map of where you guys have landed on Talon 4.
Awesome. Can we update the pad with what Daddy has already downloaded from the previous sites we've located?
In this case, unfortunately, no. You would have to get back to the ship to get that information because he has it and not you at this time. But the moment you guys get back to the ship, it will just automatically happen. Now that being said, though, I could
probably make a bracer for that. Oh, sorry.
That being said, though, now is a perfect time for us to take our break. Because I know all of us. Because I know some of us need to get refreshed, go to the bathroom. So we're gonna put the pause on here, and when we get back, we can all figure out what your next move is gonna be. And with that, see you later, guys. We'll be back in about 10-15 minutes.
Boy.
Alrighty, I hope you all had a wonderful break. Ty is quickly out at the moment, so he'll be arriving just a little bit later, but let us continue. So, you all after investigating the door, and you realize pretty much just how absolutely solid this thing is, and then you've all also tracked down the first of many pirate logs, this one talking about what looks like, this seems to be just a power outpost, but there actually seems to be some kind of observation base in this other region called the Fendrana Drifts. And Bite has now her own first of possibly many signature items that now only she can use, the official Quasar datapad. Yes, Kasten.
Mr. DM, would it be alright if we had a transcript of the letter in the server?
I can certainly whip something up after this session.
Alright, thank you. Just because I feel like that wouldn't be too metagaming if we could actually read what was on the...
No, I completely understand, and I can easily do that next time.
Alright, thank you. Thank you.
Now, all that being said, new item, new information, solid door. What's next for you guys?
Well, I'm gonna look up a bunch of crap on this thing because I know how to work it.
You find just gigabytes of porn.
Nice. Nice. Can Zach borrow that for a second?
Yeah, you can
For
borrow it
a
as long
second.
Deletes everything.
Captain, you're the worst asexual ever, I just want to say.
I know, right? Oh god.
You can't delete anything. You can't delete anything because you can't use the item. Only Bite can because she's a former Quasar.
Suck it.
I am the worst asexual here.
Alright,
Is Bite gonna like turn Zach like only straight for her?
Are we
Is that what
still... Are we still going to try to open this... Are we still going to try to open this goddamn door?
I think we should just like...
Shut up, I'm working on it.
I don't... Oh, okay. Never mind.
Okay, Bite.
Whoa!
Okay, Bite. What is it you're gonna try and do?
I told you, I'm looking on the pad to see if there's anything to open the door.
All right.
Makes sense to me.
Roll me.
Is there like a keypad near the door or something?
Is there like a button? Is it really simple and you're just like toying with us at it?
All right, hold on. Let's break this down. So, Bite, roll me an intelligence check with advantage. Kasten, roll me an investigation check.
Alright. 19.
Kasten, as far as you can tell, you took a quick look at all the different computer consoles here. They seem to just reference the door in a few logs, but there doesn't seem to be any functionality here that can actually connect to said door. It must be operated remotely somewhere.
What was my advantage again?
Intelligence. Just basic intelligence. And while she does that,
You
yes,
just roll
Carly.
twice.
Just roll it twice? Okay.
Do I see any of that script that Zachary could read after he absorbed the orb to see if I can read it?
No, because
To
there
see
is
if
no
maybe-
script.
Bite, why don't you go ahead
I
and tell
meant
the
like
DM what you got?
around the room.
There's nothing there.
Gotcha.
There
With
never was any.
advantage, mind you.
What'd you get?
11. 11.
You tried.
God, I want a Slurpee now. Bite, from what you're able to tell, it's kind of the same thing as Kasten's progress. You see a couple logs here and there that seem to reference the door, and it just seems to reference what it might be standing in the way of, something called Axelon. Beyond that, though, you see no information on how to actually open it. Again, if there is a way to open it, it must be in a separate location.
Probably gotta go somewhere else. Blue light's the only path open.
All right.
Maybe we'll find a
Let's
Quazon
follow
pirate,
this stupid-
kill them, and use their hand to open the door or something.
They also said they were transferring their energy to the location on the way to the blue light, so we could rewire it somehow there.
All right,
I
fuck it.
feel
Let's go
like-
do that, I guess.
And
you
I
know.
feel like that's something important to go check out.
All right. So do you guys proceed the path?
Yes.
All right.
We
As you-
come back to the door later.
Nope.
All right.
I feel like the door is so easy to open, but we're just dumb.
I
Oh,
would
Depends, because there's
Probably.
also places that we can't get to right now. Remember the little rock toads?
Oh yeah,
We
that's
did
right.
toadies.
Yeah, the toady.
the toads that you
Oh,
got
yeah,
way
the
too attached
toads.
to.
I got so attached. I really wanted
That's how
one.
it
and
works.
Evan never gave me one, and I'm sad.
They're
Brittany,
too big.
where do you think you are right now? We're on a like
You're in the jungle, baby. You're gonna die.
vital like
Good
planet, and you just want to make friends with all the animals. Carly gets it. Riva's gonna like walk you away from it.
Oh my god, you know what I just realized?
Zach is me.
This version of Zachary is Dastin.
Yeah, he really
Oh,
is.
Oh god, am I gonna have to?
Yes.
Is that something I'm gonna have to deal with as DM?
Not like this. It's,
Okay, all
but
right.
it's pretty darn close. Don't worry, you'll like my Dastin.
Okay.
Riven needs to lead there in the way
Annie.
while we put him down.
Hi, bud.
Anywho, you guys proceed down the path. As you continue away from the door and this observation outpost, all of the metal seems to give way back to being just natural stone formations, less and less pipes. And you find yourself once again at another one of these elevators. The same elevators that took you between the rainforest and the ruins in the wasteland.
So now I'm curious, can any of us activate this, or is it only people who have touched the orbs that can?
Is this the stuff we had to jump on the platforms for? Is that what I'm thinking of?
No,
No, this
is-
was way in the beginning when we landed with those sand creatures and that big old beetle thing. With the acid
Oh.
lake.
It's that same kind of elevator.
Okay.
Zachary,
You're muted.
We cannot hear you.
My apologies.
I could hear.
Cause you live with
You live with me.
her.
What if we, if it's the same basic technology? I'm knocking stuff over with my giant bag of M&Ms. Hold on. What if, how far, like, level-wise, how are they looking? Like, if it's the same way, it's the same thing, you know, we jump on each platform, it tells us a number.
No,
and then
it's an elevator. It's the
It's an
same
elevator, we
like
just-
when you walked
oh.
up and just touched the damn thing right after you touched the orb.
I'm gonna touch it.
No, hold up. I want to test. I want to run a test. Because
Fine.
I don't know if only people with orbs can touch it and it reacts to them, or if it's just anybody.
I thought it was everybody because I thought
It
Bite
is everybody.
touched one.
Oh, it is? Okay, I don't remember Bite touching one, but I also could have been
I
gone
touched
that
one,
session,
and
so I
then
don't know.
Bite touched another one. I swear Bite touched one.
Yeah, I did.
Or it was,
I got
Yeah.
more. I
Yeah,
don't think I
Rev
thought-
is the only other person that had an orb.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I didn't realize that she touched another one. I don't know if it was one I missed or not, so. Never mind then.
No, it's only been 2 keys so far. All right. So do
We're
you
working
guys
on
get,
the third.
do you guys get on an elevator?
Well, no, I mean like the elevator button thing that you need to touch.
There is no button.
Oh, there isn't one?
No,
The last
you
one
just-
had a
We
hand
just
thing,
go
she had
on.
to touch it. Okay.
Okay, Zach's stepping on.
Never mind, let's go.
He's getting on.
Yeah, I'm going.
It's like
Okay.
sitting here trying to figure
Do you
out
all-
if it's
do
the
you guys
one
all
where I
get on
stuck
the
my hand
elevator?
on it.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
can't even get through a door that lets us in.
Carly, do you get on the elevator?
It's one
Yes.
of those nights.
Okay.
It's one of
You all
those nights where
you all
we're
step
just
on,
done.
and the moment you do, it hums to life, and you all begin to rise. Goes faster and faster and faster until
Goes
it.
upwards and downwards and sideways. Sorry.
Oh,
The
Wonka.
Walkavator.
We're gonna break through the glass ceiling?
Nah.
Dang.
But you guys remember what happened to the kid that got all he wanted?
He lived happily ever after.
Okay. Anywho,
Like mine went
He was
somewhere
slave to
very,
it.
as
very
the
dark.
elevator, I will mute every single one of you.
Here, I'll mute
Sorry,
myself.
continue.
I'm so sorry. Yeah.
Okay. As you all continue to rise, suddenly the elevator stops, and a path is before you. Now, right off the bat, things are feeling much cooler.
Okay.
As you all exit the elevator, and you begin to traverse the path. It's stone, still the same kind of stone as you saw in the lava region of Magmoor. You continue on, things get colder and colder. And you all round a corner, and you are all met with, even though it's a cloudy day, it is still quite sunny. And before you is a radically different environment. I'm so excited that we're finally here because this is personally my favorite music track.
This is a geological nightmare. I just want to say.
I'm gonna shift back into the tabaxi I was that wasn't bite. It was just the random one I did the first time it started getting cold.
I'm gonna slip my jacket on since we're all chilly.
All right, here we go.
I'm gonna shift into wearing a jacket.
I didn't bring extra clothes. So
oh God, Kasten, you're weak. You weakened us.
There's still Asriel.
Oh yeah, you could snuggle Asriel.
Oh, go snuggle with the.
Can I do like an animal handling check for that or something? Or
where you like carry Asriel on your shoulders?
Or like I stay close to Asriel and she's okay with it.
You can ask her.
Yeah, just ask Asriel.
Okay. I get down on one knee and I like rub her and I say, "Is that all right, girl? Can I use you for warmth?"
Damn it! I left the camera at home for their proposal pictures.
I know.
That's how you approach an animal. God dang it!
Zach is literally doing this right now.
Okay. Evens or odds?
The evens.
Okay.
Odds.
All right, that's a 6. Asriel takes a moment to just kind of sniff your hand, and then just like brushes up against you.
Hey, cool.
As you do this, you round a corner out of the tunnel, and you are met with bright sunlight, many clouds, and before you is it's kind of hard to describe. There's high, naturally formed stone walls all around you. But you are suddenly finding yourselves in the middle of a snowy field. Things seem to be way less violent here than they were down in the lava caverns. There's these blue bird-like creatures that are just kind of flying between large stone pillars. These strange beetle-like creatures that look like they have shells made of ice just kind of scurrying about. This place seems way more peaceful. Now, that being said, though, Zachary, because you're the druid of this party, I'm gonna require you to roll me an intelligence check.
I want it to be noted that I shift
Metroid?
into a snow
this is still
leopard
Metroid.
tabaxi.
Okay.
Can you turn it down just a little bit?
Of course.
I can barely hear everybody.
17 on the dice.
Perfect.
Well,
Zachary.
Plus bonus.
All right, now Zachary. The moment that you personally stepped out into this snowy field, and you kind of gotten your bearings, and you're just kind of looking around at everything, a couple things kind of poke out in your head. You were the top of your class when it came to alien planet environments, botany, basically any kind of environmental science that they had. You have become like the graduating leading expert of. When it comes to nature, flora, and fauna, there is quite literally no one better than what you know when it comes to these things. With that being said, you do know that, yeah, there are quite a lot of alien worlds out there. Some of them with radical environments and just some planets out there are just so extreme that people just don't have explanations for. But even then, when it comes to natural environments in an alien world, no matter the planet, it all should follow some basic rules of environments and how they intersect with one another. Talon 4 is a planet where you had a rainforest in one place, basically a desert, a volcanic region, and now a snowy tundra. All of these environments right next to each other. This is impossible. Something like this should not happen, even in the most bizarre of alien worlds. And you're pretty much able to observe right off the bat, now that you are in this region, that this planet is in a much more messed up state than when you guys first observed when you first landed here.
Fuck. Okay. So can I possibly, with knowing this, can I possibly do a nature check to see if it's somehow like they all connect in like an area? Because, or if I know, because I know we have that ocean as well. Because we were in the rainforest, we have that ocean that we can't cross.
Well, it wasn't an ocean, it was just a lake.
It was
An
a lake?
underground lake, a giant
Isn't it?
lake.
Okay, so we have the rainforest, we have the snow, we have the magma, we have the sand. Next up, I would assume, is fields. So maybe it's all connected in one central place. So is it possible to do a nature check to see if I would like figure that out in a way?
For
Like, if
that,
it's all connected in one section.
For that, I would have you roll another intelligence check.
Oh, okay. If it will roll. My thing is glitching. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
It's good. Don't worry. Don't worry. I fixed it. 21.
From everything that you have observed, you're able to basically take all of this information and you're able to picture in your heads the general location of all these different regions.
Mm.
And there actually is a central point between all of them. The crater.
Okay, so I'm gonna relay to the crew, obviously, my history and my knowledge about this. So, crew,
Yes.
we obviously are on a whole different type of planet than what I'm used to seeing, to what I'm used to knowing. If you notice, all of the regions, they kind of line up right next to each other. Instead of being distant or far apart from one another and having some grasslands or anything in between, we have things that are right next to each other, like a border almost. So if you think about it, we had a rainforest. Right next to the rainforest, we had sand, we had dunes. Right next to the sands and dunes, we had magma. From magma, we have now frozen wasteland almost. So next up, assuming that I'm correct on my figurative thinking, we're gonna have fields. Fields might have something more towards what we're normally used to, but everything has a central point. So if we head in a straight line almost, we would hit something unexplained, because it would all connect to each region that we have entered. So, what do we want to make of this?
Well, what is that thing that makes them all connect?
That's what I'm kind of curious about, because I'm not sure what exactly it would be until we reach there.
Okay. Well, I think first, if your hypothesis is correct, what if this all has to do with getting the keys and what I heard in my vision, which was heal the planet?
Heal, help.
It's a cry for help.
So if I'm assuming correctly with my hypothesis, then we have not only a cry of help, but each key connects with each terrain. Blue must go to ice, red might go to magma, Zan's was obviously yellow. Green was
But how-
the forest, the rainforest. So what if each color connects with each terrain?
But how can a planet cry for help?
It's not a planet. From
Yeah,
what you guys have told of your visions, it's a people.
it's the people that are crying for help. Do you think the planet in itself could possibly, I don't want to say a black hole, but kind of like a black hole? Maybe the
It's
center
gonna
point
collapse
is,
itself.
yeah, maybe the center point, it collapses within, so if we don't find the keys in time, it slowly starts crumbling from the inside.
Maybe. I
Make
don't know.
a
I
note to
think
check the crater, see if it gets deeper the next time we go back to it.
this is all things that we need to check out very soon.
I would imagine so.
Evan, player to DM,
Yes.
what color of light can we currently see?
Right now, where you guys are, you now can only see the blue light.
Oh!
Yeah,
Evan!
yes, you're correct.
Okay. Ooh. I'm excited. Don't you dare
How did
dare
you-
change shit
Okay,
up on me when
not
I'm
gonna say
gone.
nothing.
Okay. That's player knowledge.
I'm so
That's player knowledge.
concerned.
That's player knowledge.
It's
That's
not
player knowledge.
You also see a blue light. We all see the blue light. We all
Yeah,
know we're
but we
following
don't
the
see
blue
the red
light.
light anymore. Do you think
We
my
all know
hypothesis is
that.
correct?
The characters
My
know that
hypothesis, bro. My hypothesis is probably fucking correct.
It's most
Could-
likely accurate. Yes, you are. Congratulations, Captain. You are most likely correct considering what we have run into. A pattern
This is the
continues
first
most of the
time
time.
as Captain Zach that I came up with a hypothesis and I was like actually somewhat correct. I don't know if the DM ain't giving away shit. He's smiling.
Well, here's the thing. As Anilon's just gonna slow cap and say yes. Most likely patterns continue. I'm glad you figured this out.
Zach's not excited. I'm excited. Zach's standing there.
Didn't you just tell us
No,
all of the
we're
light
just
thing
playing.
in
No.
Zach? That's what
No.
you were talking about. Okay,
I was-
then never mind.
I
then.
said player to DM.
Only about
and
the
I
blue
asked.
light, not about
Yes.
the rest of everything. The rest of everything you were relaying to the party.
No.
Anyway,
Okay, continue.
Anyways, Zach is going to assume that we are gonna go towards the blue light. We're gonna follow the path.
I
But
thought that's
what
what we
about-
were
That's
already
what
doing.
we came here for, yes.
We were following. No, I thought we were following the red first.
No, the red light was behind
No.
the door we could never open, which is why we went towards the blue light down the path, which is why Anilon was
Okay.
slow clapping for you.
I'm done. I was paying attention to a toddler, so I didn't realize that the red light was in the door.
Got it.
I didn't realize that's where the red light was, so I didn't realize. I thought we were still following the red light.
You can just ask me. That's why I'm here.
Well, that's what I asked. It's funny. Okay, so we are
No.
following the blue light.
Yes.
We are following the blue light. Let's go. Onwards. Zach is going to look at the crew and be like, onwards, and we walk in.
All right. As you guys...
Everybody-
Hmm?
While everybody was doing this shit, I'm playing in snow. Screw you guys.
I know.
I would just like to point...
at Captain Zach.
I would just like to point out, this is the first time that Asriel has ever seen snow, and she is just rolling around in it, just having a ball.
That's
I'm
so
gonna
cute.
slink back.
Asriel has gotten the zoomies now. She's just running everywhere.
And
I'm-
buys shit here because it's fun.
I'm gonna slink back and walk next to Keyston.
I want to throw a
Oh.
snowball at Zach.
Anilon,
Can I dodge?
make an attack roll against Zakui.
Can I dodge that? How do I
that one.
dodge?
That roll, maybe? Oh,
Just
it's
roll a
not.
d20.
Oh, no,
just
there we go.
both of you just roll straight d20s.
Oh, okay. 19.
Zakui, what do you roll?
18.
Zachary, as you're just kind of like thinking about your hypothesis, your instincts kind of just go off, and the moment you turn your head, like the rest of you kind of see this in slow motion, you just kind of turn your head, and there's already a snowball like inches from your face, and it just pelts you in the side of the face.
Reva's just gonna laugh really loud.
Some of the local creatures kind of scatter away from that shriek.
Zach's gonna fall because obviously that was to the face, so he's obviously gonna be on the ground.
Yeah, Zachary,
snow.
you're on your back.
Aston did it.
What did I do? What?
Analon, roll me a deception check.
No, fuck.
Wait.
See if Zach falls for it.
Hold on. Can I have Reva say, no, we didn't. We were right next to each other.
Okay, Analon, roll me a deception check. Reva, roll me a persuasion check. Whoever rolls highest wins.
Persuasion?
Yes.
Yeah. Currently, the score to beat is 17.
Yeah.
Yeah, 17.
I got a 6.
Captain Zachary Casten totally threw a snowball at you.
Oh, did he? Okay, so using would it be attack or strength?
What are you trying to do?
I'm gonna throw a snowball back.
Just roll a d20. It's just a
I am
basic.
starting
D20?
a snowball
Okay.
fight.
Okay. I'm throwing a snowball at Casten.
Wait a minute. Can I use this? Is gonna be really dumb
I have no idea
moment
what
of using a key point. But
Oh, I got a 16.
can I use a key point for deflect missile and catch the snowball in midair?
Okay. Okay. So here's what you're gonna do. I will allow that, but I still want you to roll a d20 to determine what you will do with said snowball.
I rolled a 16, so I obviously threw it pretty hard.
I should have given her advantage. I should have given her advantage on the persuasion check.
The fuck is it?
My persuasion is +9.
Oh.
Dang!
Yeah, for sure.
Alright, hold on, let me roll. Okay. I got a 7. However, I used that key point to do the deflect missile. Let me read it.
You get to roll d10 plus your monk level times 5 plus your
reading it.
dexterity. to
She's
catch a
reading.
missile.
She's reading it. She's reading it, Ty. Let her
I
read
wonder
it.
if we had
My bad.
like blasted a hole through the ceiling. I wonder if all that snow could have come down on the magma creatures and killed them.
Yeah, so
I don't think, was it over?
Don't put ideas in Zach's head.
Fortunately, we didn't know.
Yeah.
So the attack is only reduced by 1d10 plus 5, which reduces the damage to 0. And if you have a free hand, you can spend 1 key point to make a ranged attack. So I'm gonna throw it back at Zach.
Okay, so basically how this works is that, Zach, you throw the snowball at Casten, and Reva, you basically reenact the ending of Kung Fu Panda 2, where you catch the snowball, and you do the whole, like, swirl it around your hands as you spin in a circle, and then just as you turn back, you launch it right back at Zachary's face.
And hold on.
Zachary's face gets shattered.
This now it's
Well,
now.
My
do I
monocle.
even have to roll for that?
It's-
Because like,
It's pure ice
I would
going at
have to-
150 miles an hour.
well, because I don't want to hurt him. I just thought it'd be funny. So can
Well-
I
I mean, I'll
say
just fall back
I'm
to the ground.
throwing it? Can I say like I'm throwing it not to hurt, and I don't have to roll the 1d10 plus 5?
Yeah.
Well, 1d10 plus
okay.
5 is just to reduce the damage of the thing coming at you to see, because if you get it
None
down
of
to
you
your
are
range,
even
Oh,
taking damage.
that's my
It's
bad.
snow.
Yeah.
guaranteed
no.
0, so you catch it, and you did make an attack roll to throw it back, is what it
I'm
is.
sorry. I got confused. I apologize.
She got so scared.
Basically,
that she
all
was gonna hurt her captain.
yeah, no one's getting hurt. It's just snow.
Can I use my knife? No.
I put my knife in the snowball and throw that.
Zachary, you
we
get
all just
pelted.
kill each other in this campaign.
Zachary, you get pelted on the other side of your face, and you're once again on your back.
God damn it. Okay, so Zach's gonna scramble back up, and he's gonna throw another snowball. And he's going right
Before
for
you
Emma.
do that, though,
No.
before you do that, just as you basically get the perfect, most compacted snowball in your hand, you're just about to throw it, and that's when you hear. And above you, you see 2 Quasar pirates in those hover packs flying right over you. They haven't seemed to notice you just yet, but they seem to be flying beyond like the stone wall. They're
try
not
and shoot him down.
They're not heading in the exact direction of the blue light, but they're clearly going somewhere.
Could I possibly
Shoot them down or follow them? That's
shoot
the
them
question.
down with a snowball? Since it's compacted so hard.
I'm just gonna tell you this right now. You do not have the arm strength to throw.
How far abouts
If
away
I
are
The
they?
back
DC
it
is
up.
58 on that one, you know.
How far abouts are they?
They're pretty darn far. Like, no throwing arm is ever gonna be able to
Well, I
reach
mean,
you.
like, yeah,
Could
but like
I-
for a gun, how about
Yeah,
in range
a
or
gun.
too
Sabrina
far?
wanted to say something.
Oh,
sorry.
I am so sorry. I didn't see.
Can me and Asriel be the first to notice them out of just here? We know that sound, and she's gonna whip out her weapon.
Well, everyone is gonna hear that sound right off the bat because they're pretty loud jetpacks. But yeah, Bite would be the first one to recognize that. Oh yeah, those are Quasar jetpacks.
Yeah.
So you can definitely try and shoot him. Roll me a d20.
Down or follow?
I think we should shoot one down and follow the other one.
Yeah, but if one goes down, the other one's gonna notice and not go wherever the hell they were going or do something else.
That's fair.
Shoot one down with the intent to not kill, so I don't think that's possible. They die from fall damage, but
11. I hit my number.
Yeah, unfortunately, with an 11, you
No,
don't
I got
hit
11.
any. Unfortunately, with an 11, you don't hit either one of them. There's only 2, and they've already like flown off. But you all were able to clearly see the direction they were going.
Let's move. We should
is
probably.
it just a straight? Are you for that? Sorry, right quick. Was it just a straight D20 roll, or does she add something to it?
It was just a straight D20.
Okay,
We should probably get going to the blue light if that's
most likely.
where they're going.
Zach's gonna dust the snow off of him, obviously, because he's caked in it since he landed in it twice. He's gonna dust the snow off, and he's going to be like, "Well, that was fun where it lasted. Let's go, crew. Let's round it up."
Or is Zach still holding the snowball?
Drops it.
Let's go.
All right. So, as you guys venture forth, trudging through the snow, a couple more of the creatures that are just kind of popping up out of the snow, kind of observing you before, like, ducking back into the snow or scurrying away. A couple of those weird blue bird creatures are just kind of perched, and they're just kind of observing you as well. As you guys traverse through this deep canyon of ice, before you is a giant stone wall with a shutter door. And it looks to be the same kind of architecture as the ruins in the dunes.
Okay, so
I see Dinah behind you.
What?
She's sitting on the chair on the couch.
Oh, hello.
Sorry, I saw the movement.
So is this the one where? Oh, yeah, I see the cat too. Is this the one where we can like put a hand on, or we just walk up to it and it opens?
You just walk
Because
up
the
to it
dune
and
one-
it opens.
Yeah, it was like because the dune one and the rainforest one were different. So are we entering, crew?
I think so.
Okay, Zach's gonna walk up to the door.
All right. The door
Behind him.
automatically opens, and before you see this large room with many statues, slightly smaller in scale than the ones you saw at the temple floating above the crater. And all of these are clearly of the same race, the Val Shaloth. These ones, however, are a little bit different. The ones you saw at the temple seem to be dressed in robes and seem to speak of like a very regal or scholarly design. These ones, where you are now, seem to be dressed more in armor, and they're actually carrying weapons.
So we had robes and now armor. So perhaps.
Now, Zachary and Reva, you both are the only ones that notice this, but the moment you stepped through that doorway and stepped into this room, something just kind of like awakened in both of your heads. Almost kind of like a memory that you just kind of remembered randomly. You know this place to be called the Hall of Warriors.
I say that out loud. I say, this is the Hall of Warriors.
Is Reva next to Zach?
No,
you're all kind of in a group together.
Sure.
Like, are you next to me?
I am, but no, they're back.
Oh,
Well,
you're next to
She's
me.
back with Kasten, yeah.
She's behind me. Okay.
But I said it out loud, so.
Yeah, you said it out loud?
Yeah.
Okay. That's exactly what I was going to say. And he walks forward to kind of like inspect it.
Fuck do you two know these?
It's weird, but I feel like I've been here before.
Really?
It's an odd feeling.
It's like a weird sense of deja vu.
Zach is going to go up to one of the statues, and kind of like brush like his fingertips across it as if like inspecting it and seeing if it's like actually real.
All right, you brush your finger against it. It is real. I mean, this seems to be real carved stone that is clearly ancient and yet still holding strong. And as you continue to like brush the snow off of the wall and some of the statues, you begin to find Valshaloth's script underneath the snow.
Perfect. Am I able to translate it as you're speaking, Zach speaking at the same time to the group?
I will say, not only is that happening, Reva, the script appears to be in common tongue to you now as well.
Guys, I can read this.
Well, don't keep us in suspense, love.
It reads...
Oh.
It reads...
She can no longer read it.
She can no longer read it.
Look me off guard with that, Liam. Sorry,
The script itself reads... The Hall of Warriors. It is here that we give honor and worship to the victorious dead, who have worked so tirelessly to make sure that our ways are preserved, our culture is preserved, but above all else, our knowledge is preserved. These brave few have fought thousands upon thousands, all for the sake that we might be able to preserve our ways, so that we may be at last one with nature. It is here, unfortunately, that their tale ends, for they have found one enemy that none of them have been able to conquer. This singular enemy, this, what we have now come to call the Great Worm.
Oh, great.
And it ends right there.
Is it
Fantastic.
worm as in WORM, or is it worm like a dragon worm?
WYRM.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of hard to tell.
Oh
I
God.
don't like this game.
Don't
I don't
like
this
it
game anymore.
either.
It's either a dragon or a giant worm.
Either one, I'm not a fan of.
Well, here's the
Same.
thing. Well, here's the thing. You are translating this essentially exactly as it was written. Just because they say the word worm wouldn't necessarily mean an actual worm. or an actual worm as in an old dragon-like creature. In this kind of context, and both Reva and Zakui, you know this because you have like that translation alien consciousness in your heads. Basically, the term worm in this context would translate more into infection or like a cancer or a disease.
Why is it giant?
Basically, they're saying worm in the same kind. They're saying that they're using the term worm more like a virus,
like parasite,
like a parasite,
like a giant parasite.
How do we know this?
Well, because I'm assuming Reva and Zakui are parroting this as they read it.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
I mean, how do we know
Brittany's-
that they mean worm in that sense?
Because they have the translation thing.
Oh,
They know what
okay,
they were
alright.
trying
Yeah,
to say.
it's in our head already.
All right, that's fine.
Worm means more like a sickness or like a virus or a parasite. There, I said it.
Yeah,
It's canon
good.
now.
So what do we?
I think we all need to get ourselves tested for one thing.
Yeah, but for now we can't do that. And I love research as much
No.
as the next person, but a quasar was heading towards
By
2.
the
Captain,
way,
why don't we have a
I've
doctor?
been meaning to tell you stuff about that, and I'm telling. I'm kidding.
Taps on tech.
Captain, why don't we have a doctor? I just realized that.
Because
We
I
really-
am the doctor.
Because
Oh,
he technically is.
Oh, okay. I forgot that part.
I'm
Doctor
Doctor
Who.
Who.
As
Doctor
you
practically everything.
as
I'm
you
Dr.
all
Captain Zakui.
as you continue through this hall of warriors and you see more of these armored statues, it becomes clear that you then notice something else as you read this. These statues have these giant concrete looking, well, not concrete, but these giant stone constructs behind the statues that are like dome-like cylinders on their side. And upon reading that script and looking at these, you feel another memory just kind of appear in your heads. This is a grave.
Oh.
Oh, I don't like this.
Reva's gonna touch the side of the building and she's gonna start to say a prayer.
Zach's gonna touch her shoulder and like in respect bow his head.
Can I investigate the area?
Yes, you can. Kasten, roll me an investigation check while Reva and Zakui say their prayers.
Sure. Say your prayers.
Keep an eye out to see where those quasars
That's a dirty
went.
20.
Nice.
All right.
Hi, buddy.
All right. So, Kasten, as everyone else is kind of doing their own tasks, you traverse further into this, what is basically a Valshaloth mausoleum. You realize that this is not only the place where they honor their dead warriors, but this is also where they're buried, so to speak. Of course, as you yourself kind of look at these stone like containers, they're so ancient that there's not even remnants of bones. It's all dust. It is that old. As you continue to go through the area, you find another shutter door on the other side.
Okay. How do I, is there any way for me to see if the door can open?
You can approach it.
Okay, I guess I do that then.
It reacts and it opens.
Oh, okay, good. Well, at least we know our way out. So, I guess I'll go back to the rest of the group then. So,
We were working on a bracer design to fit that flat computer device that
You-
Bite got.
Bite, you good?
Yeah, sorry. Bad heart.
Oh, you're okay, hon.
I was gonna ask to investigate too. I just wanted to see if there were like bones or anything around for Asriel.
Well, I thought you said that they were all dust. right of?
Yeah, all the containers where the supposed graves are just, it's just dust. It's that ancient.
Okay. I didn't catch
Wait.
that.
You're fine.
okay.
You're fine.
Well, in that case, then I guess we keep trucking along. Do we not see the orb yet, or the key?
You see no evidence of any key or orb, and there's also a roof over you right now, so you can't quite tell where the blue beam of light is at this moment. As you continue through the Hall of Warriors and you go through the shutter door, you then find yourself in what looks like a ruined settlement. Small buildings that are the same architecture as the Hall of Warriors are now basically before you. Unlike the city in the Sand region, these buildings are slightly smaller in scale, like no more than 3 stories tall, but there's a lot of them that just kind of spot this little mini canyon, and you realize this is like a Valshaloth town. Like, this is where a few of them lived. Like, as you guys traverse through this town, you can kind of see through, like, the crumbled walls that there are... Sabrina, you doing okay? Like, take it easy. Like, nothing bad is happening.
No.
You realize that this is where they lived, and over the crumbled walls you can see, like, tables, chairs, beds. Still kind of intact, but very much ancient and in ruins. You see some scattered armor pieces, some ancient tattered cloths that look like they might have been clothes at one time, but everything's gone.
So, it's so ancient that bones, all that stuff, it's all dust at this point. There's
there's hardly any, like, cloth remnants.
Right.
Some scattered pieces of old, rusted armor. If anything, the most intact things are the buildings themselves, and even then, that's not saying much.
Is there any more writing anywhere?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. See if there's any more writing that Reva and I could read.
Reva and Zakui, roll me an investigation check.
Investigation. I got a dirty 20.
I got a 16.
All right, both of you have actually triumphed. And through all the ruins, you do find what looks like one tablet of very small written script.
Excuse me.
And as you read it, you do feel a chill. Not just temperature-wise, because you're in a snowy area, but it seems to be like a chill. It's a chill that goes through your very bodies and almost like into your souls as well. And you feel a very deep fear. And not just like a natural fear like, oh, this is unsettling. This is a fear that you feel is not your own. And yet, this is a fear that you feel like is coming from the orb. Or from your exposure to the orb. As you both read the script, it's just the same line over and over again. The great poison. The great poison.
Title
the great
drop.
Poison.
Title drop!
Hey, he said it!
Roll credits.
And that is where we end our episode tonight.
Yes!
Nice.
Actual progress, plot-wise.
Yes, I'm excited. That was awesome.
Oh, man. Guys, thank you so much
Sleepy.
thank you so much for joining us on this episode. On a bit of a minor note, I forgot to actually announce this in the actual announcements, but because now that The Great Poison is now the only campaign that's being run in EB Realms. If everyone else is feeling up to it, we'll try to switch The Great Poison to now an actual weekly playtime instead
Oh.
of bi-weekly, because now, unfortunately, Song of the Wilds doesn't take up a time slot. So now the focus is now going to be purely on The Great Poison.
Oh, okay. I'm down.
Now, that being said, though, I'll still post those when to meets regardless. But if the common consensus is people want to take a break a week, that is totally fine. I'll still post the when to meets just to be on the safe side.
I'd like to do this every week.
I would like to do it
I
every
would love
week.
to do it every week, but with
It
my
might help me
schedule
remember what's going on in
changing,
the
yeah,
in
the
the,
when to meet would be good for me.
That is totally
do the one to meet.
That is totally fine. That is totally fine. And once again, I post all of these episodes on YouTube for people to be able to refer to. That being said, guys, for all of you who dropped by, thank you so much for watching. As I stated before, this episode will be up on YouTube sometime tomorrow or the next day, whenever I remember. Until then, guys, stay safe, stay warm, and we will see you all next time.
Have a good one.